Hello, everyone.
Woo!
Happy Saturday. It's us, Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these people around me are your heroes and my best friends. Today, we're going to be continuing our Across Eberron campaign. But before we get into any of that, first, our announcements. We are still raising money, !charity in the chat. For the crisis in Ukraine. We're raising money for the International Medical Corps currently. Our typical fundraiser for Extra Life is just on pause right now. We will continue that eventually, or we may do this side by side. But currently, there are a lot of people that need a lot of help right there. I've already made a donation on behalf of Hard Knock Dice. I suggest and strongly encourage that you go do the same because there's a lot of people that could use some help. So, there's that. And I think that's it. Right?
Wow! I think so. Got any birthdays
Awesome.
in March?
I don't think we do. We have a bunch of August. We have June, January, February, and May. Yeah.
It's gonna be May.
So, no birthdays. If it's your birthday out there or close to it, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. So, nobody has anything else. Last we left off, the Shining Vanguard touches down in Moonwatch, but not before Crowley takes a dive into Death's Reflection, a mirror that seems to allow you to talk to the dead at some unknown cost. Different from Gandalwin's adventure, he found himself not taking a path to anywhere, but seeing in a mirror his daughter. A brief but emotionally charged conversation, she assured him that she would not give up and that she knew he was doing everything that he could to free her from this deep slumber. Koshik scryed on Aelin, an agent of Yidril they've come across before, and saw that he was traversing some deep tunnels and had some new abilities. They touched down in Moonwatch and finally reunite the party, and God quickly threatened them that they better never do this again. They met back up with Jeremiah and crew, the fresh-faced adventurers that Gorham has contracted to protect some mining convoys back home. Our heroes then investigated some construction happening on the nearby lunar observatory and its curator, Zipporah Dinsmore's home. She seemed afflicted with a feverish urge to construct an unending tower to the stars, and the party decided that it was in her best interest to more or less report her to the local authorities. And we pick back up with the party leaving the lunar observatory and going back into town, where it's currently about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So, Shining Vanguard, as you walk your way back down the path, this is very epic music. I wanted the waiting screen to have epic music, but right now you're just walking in Moonwatch. We're just going to go to a good vivid. This should just be a good vivid music. As you walk down the path back towards Moonwatch, to do a little bit of shopping for some colder weather in the holds, as well as report Zipporah Dinsmore to the authorities, where she has currently been napped. I'm not gonna say she has been slept via magical means. So she is currently taking a little afternoon snooze. But the rest of you making your way, Crowley in the Moonbeam and Brew currently, who is just kind of vibing with some friends that have left him. They are friends who he bonded with. Go Ravens. Anyways, you all meet back up into town. What would you like to do?
We got to get some. We got to get some warm clothes for everybody because it's cold as fuck in the mountains. You said, that makes sense. And you are gonna prepare to break into this lady's house, right, man? Again, part 2. Steal her
No,
research and
he's
all that
gonna
stuff.
send his
Milo
drone.
would be breaking
I'm
into anyway.
It is you via proxy, my bad. Very
Milo's
different.
gonna send his drone to rob this poor old lady.
She's not an old woman, is she? Hell, I can't remember, actually.
She's got some
Zipporah
silver
Dinsmore.
showing, and she's an elf,
Okay.
so
Older. Oh, wow. So she is actually really old. Holy shit.
She's gonna be
Comparatively.
crazy for a really long time.
she's probably middle years for an elf.
Failures? Oh, very stressful years observing the stars. early, early summer. All right. Anywho, all right. So let's go get some warm clothes.
Okay. We don't have to roleplay this out. If you guys would like weather up to certain temperatures, you know what? I should have looked this up beforehand. I was very confident in saying that you guys were going to go buy this, but then I remember there's actually cold weather clothes, and I can't remember how much they are.
Equipment.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Clothing.
Cold weather. Here we go. This outfit, heavy fur coat, cloak layers, and fur line, goggles, blah, 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 which is 10 gold a piece. And as long as your cold weather clothing remains dry, it's where it automatically succeeds on saving throws against the effects of extreme cold. So, do it all. You'd like to expend that 10 gold each for that extreme weather clothing, go ahead and do it. If not, let me know.
Is that something that we add to our character sheet? Like, is it something that'll be an
Correct.
option? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
You can just go to equipment, type in clothing, cold weather, and you can add it onto your equipment sheet.
All right. Does everybody have 10 gold to spend?
I do.
RTM.
If our
I
team
do.
doesn't.
If our
yeah,
team
let's
doesn't,
do it.
no.
I
have 10 gold.
We also have party funds. This is a
Gorham
party
does not.
adventure. How about
But I
we party fund this expenditure?
How
I could
about
just-
why,
I
why
could just-
would Gorham and Malcolm already have cold weather clothes since they came from the holds?
That would make sense.
I'm sure they got a dresser somewhere back home, right?
Yeah. It's probably in the dressers back home. Melgrim did spend money. I'll say Melgrim's probably exempt from this charge actually, because you spent several gold on a fur coat back in
Oh yeah, he's got
passage.
a fancy fur coat.
Big fur coat.
Yeah. So if you still want to go ahead and add that as clothing cold weather to your thing. But yeah, party funds, however you want to do it.
Doesn't Melgrim have cold weather clothes and then just bare chested?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
The
are
dwarves
we
can handle the cold. They don't need the
are we
fits.
buying only 5 people's worth of cold weather clothes? Is that what I'm hearing?
I could probably make my own cold weather clothes. I can find some first. I'll be okay.
Will you though?
I'm using my own gold, so you don't have to pull from party funds for mine.
Okay, that's 4.
Okay, sure. Are you actually not wanting to buy cold weather clothes, Kent?
I mean,
from what I
I'll
understand,
go,
we're
I'll-
leaving before the day is done today.
Nah, yeah, for
So-
sure. I mean, is it cold
Why don't we just-
down in the mines underground?
I don't know.
Milgrim, Gorham, does it get cold on the ground? I imagine there's lots of fires and stuff, right?
Is it cold on the other side?
Not necessarily something bad to have for future reference anyway. If we don't necessarily use it here, who knows where we'll end up next.
It's just warmer underground, but
Yeah.
who knows where we'll end up. We're going more northwards to Scairn anyway.
Nah,
Is it-
yeah, that's a
Is
good
it
point.
cold up that? Is it still in that like the colder climate up that way, like in Scairn and like the Lazar principalities and stuff?
Okay, I'll get some clothes, sure.
All right. Okay. So 4 people, 40 gold out of the party funds. Kaushik, if you.
No, I mean, I'll use
It's
my
actually
own
technically the
gold.
bag of holding.
But it's all gold that I've gotten out of the party funds before anyway. I always just spend all of it on boots.
30
Wait, do you-
gold from the party funds.
I gotcha.
What did you say for me to do with the bag of holding? You want me to put all those
I was
clothes in the bag?
joking because
Oh.
because technically you have the party funds. I just
Oh,
had it
gotcha,
written
gotcha.
down.
I thought you wanted me to shove all the clothes into the bag till y'all needed them. I'm like, no. I am not your
It is
dresser.
it is literally a giant fucking. It is like an extra dimensional space. It's not like
We're
it gets any
heading-
heavier.
We're heading there soon. Put the clothes on.
Okay. You all secure. We don't have to go through that, but you all
That we
secure
look
that needed
So cute and cozy.
some cold weather clothing.
Hell yeah.
If you all have a specific way that you want it to look, go for it.
God.
Yeah.
We can hear about it now or later.
I mean, doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Some people have a specific way they want it to look, so I give you the option to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, you heard it. Okay.
Yep.
So you all secure some cold weather clothing as the next stop to a watch of some sort, or to the guard.
Oh yeah, we do need to go. Yeah, talk to the guard about this before.
I want my winter clothes to have a giant raven on it.
Easily enough.
It's like, just like, let me put this out here real quick. Hey Milo, do you want to rob this lady before we tell the guards that she needs somebody to keep an eye on her?
That's probably for the best,
I
honest.
mean, what exactly were we planning on telling the guards? I thought it
That
was
she
more for a
needs to be
future reference
watched
kind
so
of
she
thing.
doesn't die.
Right, I didn't think she was gonna slip off the tower today, but sure.
I don't know. She looked a little rattly, you know.
It's a mental health concern.
Plus,
Fair enough.
if we tell them, there's like, once we tell them, it's out of our hands how quickly they do anything about it. They may go like right now, or they may just completely disregard it. I don't know. I'm just trying to like plan ahead. As wild as that seems, of the concept, I know.
Well,
Especially for me.
if she's asleep now, I suppose it's as good a time as any.
Okay.
I don't know how long Ambien puts people out for. Should I Google it?
Well, I mean, if someone is like
She's also exhausted.
perpetually
so,
sleep deprived, then
Yeah, I'd hope that just kind of once she's asleep, it's kind of she is that way for a bit.
I'm out for like 11 hours when I pull one all-nighter. So
She's been asleep all of an hour. You could probably pretty easily guess she'd be still
gonna
out
sleep
at
through
this
the
point.
night?
Well, I guess let's do it then. Or
Alright.
you do it.
he says, looking over at his drone.
How sneaky is your drone exactly?
Sneakier than I am.
That's not exactly
Clunk,
reassuring.
clunk, clunk.
It's like, it's not saying much. All right.
Okay. You instruct your drone to go and do what?
To retrieve the papers and documents that I'd been eyeing while we were in there. And I will also be within 100 feet so that I can see if there's anything additional that might need to be picked up. I can send the Kestrel in to assist or keep watch or whatever. Let them tandem rob this lady.
Okay. Give me just a quick stealth check from your drone.
Hit the wrong button and stuff started popping up on the screen.
Shoot.
Not bad. It'll be a 19.
19's very good. Your drone finds a little place under the tarp, crawls in under the tarp, looks around really quickly. Does your drone have any special way of getting these documents? So just carrying out like one paper at a time, or what are we doing?
Probably like a 2 or 3 at a time. It is very small, but it does have enough strength to carry a few pounds. So.
Okay. Is there anything you're prioritizing?
Charts and any explicitly stated theories, if she has any written any.
Okay.
And anything that may look like absolute gibberish.
Sure. All right. So we're going for charts, gibberish. Gotcha. Give me a sleight of hand check from your drone, please, to not make noise while he is grabbing these things.
Okay. Doesn't have the sleight of hand skill, but it has a dex mod, so that's good. Oh shit. Okay. Also a 19 with a +2 on it.
Okay, so 21 total.
No, 19 total. It was
19
17 +2.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, if you want to give me a 21, I'll take it. But...
Your drone flies in there, and the first thing remembers the chart under the bed as it crawls under the bed. You find Zipporah Dinsmore has curled up into a blanket. And drone stops there for a moment as it hears some shuffling up above it. Like bed creaks a bit. And then 2 feet hit the ground. Zipporah Dinsmore seems to have waken up. Your drone stops there for a minute. I'd like you to give it another stealth check.
I'm just gonna get bludgeoned to death by a professor.
It will be constituted into the wall or the tower.
A 17?
Okay. The feet step away, and it looks like they move to some like small wood stove area. She puts on a kettle, some tea. Drone observes her for a minute as she's just sort of walking around. She looks down at some of the papers that were there of the tower. She goes, "These just will not do, will they? Silly of me." Gathers them, throws them in the trash. Comes back, sits down at her desk, grabs her cup, starts sketching. What will your drone do with this knowledge?
She's sketching in a like separate room or right there in the same room?
No, she is sketching like right under where her construction was happening. So it's like in that main library area. This is a very small home. It's like almost one singular connecting room.
Just kind of a beefy cottage kind of situation going on.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I will have the drone hold tight, hidden under the bed for the moment.
Okay.
Just kind of shoot a message over to Kaushik, be like,
Hey, she woke up.
That's weird. She should have been asleep for probably a little bit longer. What is it? What have you seen?
She's just like putting on tea and doodling or taking notes or something. I can't see the specifics.
Oh, that's...
sorry, your cat's very distracting.
Sorry. She's having a ball back there.
So I see.
She's not working. On building?
She's doing something at her desk. The drone's under the bed. I'm not going to send it out to take a look.
Oh no, that's fine, that's fine. It's just odd. How long do you think until you're going to be able to pull your drone?
I can probably
Does she
get
look-
out if she's distracted, but I wouldn't really have gotten anything. You want to see if you can convince her to walk you over to the tower or something, or help you find something? She would only need to be out for, what, maybe 10 minutes, if that?
Well, sure. I prefer to not go on my own, though.
Sure, I'll go with you.
All right, yeah.
My
We-
drone is got access to all of my, documents and such. It knows what to look for.
Right, perfect. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Guys, just go to the front door. Give it a knock.
Sounds good.
Couple of moments come by and still sleepy-eyed. A little bit more put together. It seems like she's gotten on a fresh robe and has pulled her hair back. Oh, hello again. Hi.
I'm so sorry to bother you if you're busy.
No.
I really would like to get, before we leave town, one last look through the telescope, but it is locked up. I understand there's construction. Just, 10 minutes. I just want to confirm something I had in my notes. If it's not too much trouble. We'll be out of your hair in no time at all.
I would. It is quite dangerous there right now.
Even
it's
there's
not-
nothing on the lower floor. I don't have any telescope of my own.
Right.
And I
but-
understand that you're currently got yours covered, otherwise I'd ask to use yours. It'll be a quick in and out.
It is daytime. We're most likely just gonna get a lot of glare.
It's a positional thing.
Give me a deception check.
Noted.
Big lie.
I have a +1. Let's go.
I feel that. Big 12 charisma energy.
That's a 12 on the dice for a 13.
Oh no, I can't probably. You guys hit the number. Never mind.
Right. Positional or not, you're not going to be able to see very much during the daytime, if anything at all.
Oh well, you're
I
the
am-
astronomer, so
I am quite
you would
busy.
know.
I appreciate you coming by again, and yes. So
Could I perhaps get you to help me out later tonight when you're less busy or when it's darker out?
perhaps again, I have a lot to do. So
I understand. We're about to leave town, so it's my only opportunity before we go.
I understand. It is Sunday, so I am trying to rest in my house as much as possible. So thank you again. Thank you again for coming by. And she begins just shutting the door.
Gotcha.
How are you feeling, by the way? Are you feeling a bit better after? You took a little nap before I left earlier. Just wanted to make sure you're feeling okay.
Right.
You seemed
Yes.
exhausted.
A little bit of rest can be good for the mind.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Well,
Take care.
have a good day.
She shuts the door almost in the middle of your sentence of that saying have a good day.
Oh,
She's mad at me. I didn't do a good job nailing stuff into her wall, did I?
Did you just stick all the nails in like one plank of wood because you couldn't figure out what to do with them? So it's like
No.
thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the thought that counts.
Wow.
That was odd.
check something real quick.
Trap
Okay.
behind enemy lines.
James, can you come reset this fish toy for Turtle real quick, please? Sorry. She unhooked it, and I don't know how to hook it back.
Well, we can just wait and see if she runs an errand or takes another nap or something. We have all day.
Oh, that's true, I guess. I thought we were trying to leave as soon as possible, though.
Right. We'll just keep him nice and tucked away for now, and I'll make a decision here in a little bit.
Guess Milo, I guess for his part, will head back.
Okay. Do you give your drone any instructions before you get out of there? Or is it just a hide?
to let me know if it seems like she's getting ready to leave.
Okay.
And if it seems like it's gonna get found, to tuck itself even further away, like back corner under the bed or something.
Very well.
Grip to the drone.
Other than that, do its best inanimate junk impersonation.
Hopefully we don't need him.
Okay.
I still got the kestrel, so
So just hanging out under the bed currently. It does have in its hand, I'll say, we'll give. It's got about 3 pages of gibberish, as well as the star chart that was under the bed.
gotcha.
Okay. That's what it has currently in its possession. Trying to hide.
Roger.
All right. So y'all walk away from Zipporah Dinsmore's residence.
And
Where
did we all get our cold weather clothing already, or was that something that still needed to be done?
It is
Got
good to go. Go ahead and add it to your equipment.
We got the fits.
It is done via party funds. So minus 40 gold.
Three people did, from what I understand. Myself, Crowley, and Milo purchased by party funds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Gorham as well.
Did we do quorum as well? Okay, then 10
Oh
more.
yeah.
10 more gold.
Just for the record, I gotta do some inventory management at some point. I have 10 donkeys that have appeared as containers in my D&D Beyond list.
Woo! We got
At-
donkeys.
At no point did you collect 10 donkeys.
Donkeys.
And those were not in my container list last time I had this character sheet.
Donkey.
If you need 10 donkeys, I can help you out with that. But,
No, I
For
don't.
1
That's
hour.
The problem. That's the problem. I don't need them.
Milo's made a cloning
Well, then
machine, and Lord
vote.
Declan's been getting just replicated over and over again. All right. So, what is the plan, guys? Where are you going to next?
So, maybe we'll get their clothes, and I guess we're gonna wait to extract the drone till the last second.
Well, did we have a deadline for when we wanted to leave?
We
Like
just-
no
I
later
think-
than 6 p.m. or were we leaving at like?
I think we just wanted to leave ASAP. Was basically what was communicated.
Yeah, you guys
'Cause there
were
wasn't
finishing up
much.
last errands, right?
Yeah, we were trying to do these
Yeah.
last couple things like real quick, and then get on so that we could get there while we still had daylight and stuff. We could get a little bit done once we got there. I believe was the intent.
So are we all at the?
I guess we were going to go start gathering up any shit we need off the boat. Yeah, and just make sure we got all our stuff. Since we'll be
Right.
we won't be able to get back here very easily for a while.
Yeah. Hey, Artyom. Got a
Yeah.
question for you. You
Okay,
can
shoot.
like create or summon or whatever animals and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You like scare her out of her house with like a snake? Not to like bite her or anything, but she doesn't know that. Like have it
That's-
slither out. And...
That's a lot, Milo. I don't think that's necessary, right? We just wait.
You got a better idea to get her out of the house or to put her back to sleep?
We could knock her out.
What, no,
Old-fashioned way, just
physical assault was not on
Yeah.
my list of things
Well,
to do.
if it comes to scaring her out of her house, I mean, where is she going to go? She's just going to sit outside or go to the observatory and hang out there and draw more crazy sketches?
Isn't
And
there a
she'll
hole in her house?
probably
in
go,
her
like-
roof?
Grab a guard or someone she thinks could kill the snake.
But if she like blows it up with magic?
That would be crazy.
The drone can fly, right?
What was that?
Your drone can fly, right?
Oh, yes.
Why not just zip it out of the house real quick? If she notices, what's she gonna do about it? She won't be able to track it or find
Oh,
it.
right. I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing getting left behind. I could get it out now.
Oh, you
Yeah.
just wanted to search more. Gotcha. Gotcha. My bad.
Well, if we just tell the guards that she's batshit crazy, and they're like, yeah, we kind of see that she's batshit crazy, and they like try to talk to her downtown or in the middle of town square or whatever. I don't know what the guards out is. Whatever.
Are you suggesting we
could
have
just-
her arrested?
So, and if y'all want to go ahead and let the guards know, I mean, like I said, I can get the drone out at any time. I just was gonna try and get, make sure nothing was getting left behind.
I will say she seemed a lot more chill just now.
Right. And
Like-
well, I mean, I feel like she's, even if the guards keep an eye on her, it'll just be, they discover her falling and dead body quicker rather than later, right? Keeping an eye on her probably isn't going to keep her from doing something stupid. And I mean, she might just hurt herself, but it's very dangerous falling from things.
So,
I've done
What's
it
the plan?
plenty of times.
should I try and get it out now? Do we want to talk to the guards first? What are we gonna do?
I mean, you can just put it back in there if we need to anyway, right? There's a giant hole in the ceiling.
Well,
Like
I
a
mean,
tarp over it.
right.
I say we just go see what the guards say, and if we need more information, we can just go and get it.
All right.
Yes, concerned citizens. Yep, that's us.
He gives kind of a thumbs up.
Yeah.
You're just gonna fly it out of there stealthily, or
I
no?
thought we were
Just
going
leave
to
it
talk
under
to
the
guards
bed.
first.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's just gonna leave it under the bed.
Yes, we can
Gotcha.
talk.
Yeah, if she finds it, you can be like, oh, you know, I was looking for that. It is a contraption on my armor. It just fell off. Oh, thank you so much for finding it.
He's drawn with a handful of her things.
You know, it's like it collects detritus on the floor. It's like a little helper like that. You just
Like
had a
small
bunch
vacuum.
of right.
Hopefully, it'll be able to get out without her seeing it. But let's talk to the guards first.
All right.
See if I have to get it out now, or if we can collect a few more documents.
All right. Well, while y'all go talk to the guards, Artyom, did you want to go ahead and do the
Oh, yeah.
communion thing?
Nah, yeah, let's go ahead.
Fishy
Done and
business.
let's try to get out here as fast as we can. All right. To the guard for y'all. To the ritual for us.
Alright.
Where y'all doing that at?
Oh, we're gonna go out to Merrick's Wake to do it.
Okay, y'all head on up to Merrick's Wig. It'll take about 15 minutes or so to walk there. We'll go ahead with the guard crew first. Who is going to lead this conversation with the guard?
Crowley. Is Crowley with us again?
I say, like, you guys probably, like, walking, sort of discussing this, leaving the drone there, and Crowley is probably saying goodbye to his newfound friends right outside the Moonbeam and Brew. Or, actually, no, you don't, because no one was outside to see Crowley
we don't know what he
transform.
looks like. Yeah,
But you do
someone's like,
see
"What's going on with that guy?"
a drunken young man just go, "Woo, go Ravens!" Bye, dudes.
Hey,
Like,
bro, you guys ever in Sharn, come visit us. I'll get you guys hooked up. Peace, man.
yeah, that guy's weird, man. Hey, but he likes to party. I like to party. He's just weird. Say, walk on.
Once they're out of sight, I like kind of just bump into Gandalin and then flip around. So how was it? Flip around, Crowley.
God fucking damn it. That shit is really creepy, you know. Just saying. Little.
What's the plan now?
I don't know. Apparently we're about to go tell the guards that we think she's crazy.
Oh,
So that
excellent.
they'll, like, keep an eye
The
on
best
her.
part about it is it's not a lie.
Jesus.
It's not.
I guess.
Have you spoken to her anymore since?
that Milo tried to like sneak his drone and then steal some stuff, but she woke up, so we went to talk to her. She seemed kind of like okay right now.
She's obstinate, which makes sense, but you know.
So
She
I
seems a
assume
bit calmer though. Sorry.
But for how long? Hence the guards, I imagine.
Hey, Milo, did you see anything with Delkia written on it in there? Because remember, that is what the Goblin Professor guy that he was writing on the walls and stuff was in Delkia.
Nothing specific that I've noticed yet, but I did instruct the drone to pick up anything that seemed like gibberish.
Alright. I'm just saying that'd be a good indicator of whether like it is actually like Zorian stuff happening.
So the guards then.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What was her name again, Professor
Zipporah Dinsmore.
Dinsmore? Meh.
That is
Meh.
correct.
His mask begins to go, meh, and he just starts to change shape into like a little old woman. Let's go talk to the guards, dearie.
It's kind of weird though, right?
Okay.
Okay.
An adventuring party plus a little old woman walk up
It
to
might
the
seem
guards.
a little more sincere coming from a frail old tiny lady. So.
Sure.
I take her cookies every now and again, dearie. She's a wonderful lass.
How big is this town, Dungeon Master?
I was just imagining she doesn't even remember me. She's so crazy.
It's just a small mountain town.
It's not
This is
not a
like
very
what-
large town.
Okay, but like large enough that it'd be feasible that if this was some random old lady that didn't actually live here, that they'd play off. Okay.
Maybe.
Don't worry about it. I plan on talking my way out of anything and everything.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
You're the boss. You got it. You are the talkie man.
You guys
Do it.
walk on. You do find some guards before you do end up at any sort of tower or anything asking around. You do see a couple of guards on the street, and if you would like to ask them where a tower is or just talk to them specifically, it's on you. They're just sort of doing a patrol, talking to each other, walking around.
Excuse me, young man.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm actually looking for the guardhouse. I wish to inquire about a wellness check for a relative who lives around here.
Very well. You should be able to handle that. Who are we checking in on?
Dinsmore, Professor Dinsmore.
Zipporah Dinsmore.
She's up at... Huh?
Zipporah Dinsmore.
Yes, Zipporah Dinsmore. She's all alone up there most of the times, and she seemed a bit weird. I live so far away. I was just hoping that someone might be able to check up on her. She hadn't slept in so long. She seemed a little out of her mind between you and me. We have a relative in the family that had dementia at one point in time, so I am a bit worried about her.
Give me a deception check.
24.
I think you could have rolled a natural one, and with your bonuses alone, I rolled a 6 and a 1. So, right, we had noticed the construction.
So Dabs, I'm just so worried about her, darling.
Of course, no, we can go talk to them.
She's a sweet one.
Is there some family we should notify if something is wrong? Someone that can come pick her up to stay with.
Yes, I do have an address. Like I said, I live a bit out of town, near Sean, but I can give you my address and you just send it there, and I will send someone to come get her immediately.
Okay, very well. I have a notepad, and he hands you like a bit of notepad and charcoal.
All right, I take it and shaky hand, shaky hand, shaky hand, shaky scroll.
All right, what address do you give them?
I give them one of my Sharn contacts that I'm gonna warn beforehand, and it's just gonna be a placeholder contact. They'll know it's coming from me because they know the identity or whatever that I'll be leaving there.
Okay, so the contact that we've discussed before in the theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, and so
here you go, dear.
And we're sending her here, or
no? Please just inform me beforehand, and I'll have someone come and take her. I have somewhere she can stay closer to town because I wouldn't want to move her to Sharn. It's such a strong change of scenery, you understand. If worse comes to worst, I pray it doesn't.
Looks in the distance and sees Sharn. Right.
So far away.
Keyword there is distance.
Distance. I can't see that far, dearie. Are you making fun of an old woman?
Of course not. Surely. We'll do a wellness check. How do we find you after?
Like I said, I'll be moving back to Sharn. Just send the letter and I'll be away as quickly as possible. Also, are you perchance looking for a wife? I can hook you up with some nice girls I know in Sharn. There's a young brunette, or perhaps your friend, nice statuesque blonde. I can set you guys up on a nice date.
Looks up from Crowley for the first time, looks at the rest of you.
Yep.
Is this wellness check sincerely something that we need to do?
Think so, yeah.
I'd have to say I do agree. We've had contacts with Zipporah before, and she seemed in a much better state of mind then. Upon her return to Moonwatch, she doesn't seem how she used to.
Well, and it's not just a today thing. Even if she ends up being fine today, just keep an eye on her in that tower. We're worried about her in the future.
Could fall.
Right.
You know.
She seems like she's been working herself to death trying to build tower, and not only in the observatory, but in her own home as well.
Well, you understand it's not our job to worry about work ethics or if someone is to subject themselves to accidents, but we'll do a check,
It's
and if she
less-
seems of sound mind, then
Perhaps if you could just do it once every 2 weeks for at least 2 months, dearie, it would ease this old heart for certain, and I could move about my business. I don't want to leave this plane and have to, worry about her being left behind all alone. Blows nose.
we'll do what we can and we'll keep an eye on her. We'll go check on her now. Thank you for your
so
report.
much.
No problem.
Thank you. I smile.
Oh, I wish I had a cookie to give one of you.
Pull a cookie out of the bag of holding. I'm just kidding.
How old is that cookie?
It's in our rations, man. I don't know how old it is.
Rations
Ah.
cookie. It's like an MRE cookie.
Yeah.
It'll last for centuries.
Mhm.
It's a sweet cracker. That's all it is.
I remember these from the war. Ugh.
Ugh.
And
Delicious chocolatey and a dangerous.
Shrugs. More for me. Bite into it.
the guards do walk away from you guys towards the towards Zipporah Dinsmore's residence.
I grab a hold of Gandalwin's arm. Actually, no, I grab hold of Milo's arm. You're going to escort an old lady around?
For sure.
Okay.
I
Is there
wanted someone
anywhere?
closer to my height.
Is there anywhere? Well, he's actually taller, right?
Yeah, he's
well, no,
significantly taller.
I
Than
He's
wanted
not in his
someone
armor, is he?
sturdier than.
He's taller than me out of his armor too.
Oh, tall boy. Grab one of the dwarves. They're sturdy and small.
well, Melgrim's not there. Melgrim and Artium took up.
Absent.
Well, then you know which dwarf to grab. Let's go, boy.
Milo seems reliable.
We'll pan the camera then
Sideways.
away from this scene over to Myric's wake, where Melgrim and Artium find yourselves the same spot, the split in the tree from where Myric emerged, or split in the tree where Myric emerged, and the carving into the side of the tree. It's quiet, serene place as it was when you guys left it. What are you guys doing?
We're gonna commune with nature to see if we
Okay.
could find any sources of other planar influence in the area.
Okay. Very well. You guys cast that together as I look up the spell again. What are your questions?
Just to see if the particular bullet point of influence from other planes of existence.
Yes, there is. Zoriat.
That seem like it's not us.
Within 3 miles of you in case how does it function when nature has been replaced by construction such as dungeons and towns? Interesting. Actually,
Uh-oh.
the spell doesn't I'm worried about this. Spell does not function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as in dungeons and towns. This is a town.
Okay.
Commune with nature would not work in this area. Because you're not too far from a constructed tower and only a 15-minute walk from Moonwatch itself.
All right.
So you guys could travel elsewhere, like a couple of miles out of city if you would like to, but a lot of that's farmland in itself and is worked. But there is a wood nearby.
It's werewolf in those woods.
Yeah, if it feels like it would, if we'd be able to get the information by just relocating, or are you saying that like that spell is just not going to function with us trying to find information about someone who's in the town?
Right. Well, yeah, I don't think it's going to function in the town at all. Like that.
Right.
That's where your commune with nature
Yeah.
will stop. Is the town boundaries.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is going to work. Too much maid stuff. already messing with the bounds of nature as it is.
Aye. Yeah, oh well.
You guys would know that. No, you guys would know
Yeah.
that
Oh,
about
okay.
the spell. So I wouldn't make y'all like walk all the way there and all the way back. But yeah, you guys, I didn't know that about the spell either. That Towns just stopped it.
I completely forgot about that part too.
The more you know.
Indeed.
We're
I thought
learning
it
together.
was- I thought I couldn't remember if it was limited to a certain radius or if it was completely done in towns and stuff like that.
Is limited in a radius in caverns and caves, but if it's anything constructed like dungeons and towns, it does not function.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So easily enough, you guys group back up together. If you guys want to take that trip out into the woods, you know, either the airship could take you, or you could walk out there, take you a couple of extra hours to do that, though. Up to y'all. But again, the bounds would stop at the town.
Yeah, well, I'd say we should probably go out there and at least try to like start up the spell a little bit to give it a good old college try. And if it seems like it's not going to work, then I was like, well, I mean, I guess this isn't going to work. But so, Belgrim, what did you get for your wife that you're going to bring back to her?
Oh, got some mugs and pulls out the little jewelry that I got for her. I believe I got her necklace, emerald and stuff. Yeah, emerald with gold in it. I'm like, yeah, yep. Show him. Yeah, the green reminds me of her eyes. Hopefully, just yeah. Here you go. Oh, there's that stone. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. She'll be mad. She'll cut my head off.
I know that you got the wolf things going on. Is that like a clan thing?
No. The the wolf totem. No, it honestly reminds me of my father. That's why I chose. That's why I chose the wolf totem. Our clan emblem is mostly a boar, giant, fierce. But yeah, no, my when I was a wee little dwarven child, my father always would lead the troops of our clan as if you were a pack leader of a wolf, as a wolf does. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was going to say we could probably just commune and try to find like a dire wolf and get it real quick, you know, and then make her some sort of like dire wolf cloak or something cool like that. But I don't think a boar cloak is going to be really fashionable.
No, probably not.
Well, I mean, anything else she might like that? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sound like like I'm saying all dwarves like rocks and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, it could be super good that you got her some jewelry, and that's like really amazing. But you've been going out fighting stuff. You figure you want to bring her some trophies or something like that, right?
Perhaps. Let me.
I have no idea anything about dwarven culture, so I'm just trying to make suggestions.
Aye, if we. I don't know, if we could find. Your suggestion of a direwolf would actually probably work. She. When we would go hunting in our early stages of
Courtship.
courtship.
Yeah.
Yes. that would always be her favorite animal to hunt. Very fierce, very hard to track sometimes, you know.
I imagine we're probably pretty good at it now. If we can try to give it. I mean, they don't know how long it takes to commune with nature. They've only seen us do it a couple of times. Start a shot.
All right, yeah, sure. Let's do it, Artyom.
Okay. Me and Melgren will sneak off deeper into the woods and see if we can commune with nature to find any dire wolves that could or could not be in the area.
Dire wolves, you say?
Dire wolves.
Big doggo.
I'm gonna give you a. I'm gonna give you a 20% chance. 80 and above.
All right.
You guys commune with nature, you are unable to find any dire wolves nearby. With a 65 on the percentile.
Well, shit. Well, I guess it was worth a shot.
Aye, it was. Well, all right. Let's gather our stuff and our peoples and get my saddest face on to face the music. Let's go.
All right. Okay.
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right.
Eventually, all of you guys gather back up and around, making your rounds around town, getting all your stuff. The wellness check on Zabora Dinsmore. Is there anything else you guys would like to do around town? In the city of Moonwatch before you take off? Go ahead.
Make sure Jeremiah's group actually has their shit together.
Okay. You see Jeremiah. You guys have told him over breakfast that you guys planned on leaving as soon as possible. So they're still just kind of hanging out in the Moonbeam and Brew, waiting, and they have all their stuff packed and ready to go.
Did they buy cold clothes?
Yes, they did.
Because we did mention that in their presence, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, but
Yes.
it's really cold."
That's what I've been waiting. Like the whole time they've been having their commune with nature talk, I've been like, we gotta ask about the kids and their clothes, man.
Yes, they did, because RTM told him how cold it was, and Jeremiah called him so smart because he thinks of everything.
Yeah.
How old is Jeremiah?
Jeremiah's like early 20s.
Okay. Just checking. There's every possibility he's older than Gandalf. What a naive kid, that's crazy. Shaking my head. So youthful.
I thought he was like 18. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
so I was curious, like, how old is he exactly?
He is 21.
Okay, no, I am old.
So
I have much more knowledge, you know. Very seasoned.
you got like a 17-year-old now, a 21-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
And a robot, yeah. Like and however old the Gariel is, I guess.
Who knows?
I assume the robot was the 6-year-old, right?
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
You said and the robot. I'm like, wait, who the fuck is 6?
Garrel's a really tall 6-year-old.
How old is Madison?
Madison's like 17.
He's young.
That tracks.
Yeah. She's
That
quite-
tracks.
she's quite young.
It all becomes clear.
Her mental image just got a lot more hot topic-y in my head.
It was hot topic-y when I described her, I believe.
Yep.
It was.
Her attitude is straight out of Hot Topic.
She's got the patches on her jacket.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Her and Agariel are rocking the swoop over the one eye.
Oh no.
Is Gariel the equivalent of 17 for elves? Is that what I'm hearing?
He's just an edgy rogue, man.
Oh God damn it! He's even more edgy because got the.
All right.
All right.
I have my scars.
But anyways, back on back on topic. Is there anything else anybody would like to purchase in Moonwatch before you guys go to grab your things off the ship? No?
Warm clothes.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
More paint.
More
I
paint?
am low.
Okay.
There's no diamonds in Moonwatch.
You've already looked for diamonds in Moonwatch, but if you want to see if they've gotten any fresh 300 gold diamonds, you're more than welcome to look around.
Hopefully they'll have diamonds in the mountain city.
I'm not getting anything particularly fancy in Moonwatch. I'm just getting some like basic colors because I
Okay.
use a lot of those. See
Spend
if maybe they have something fancy in Corner Peak.
right. You can spend a number of silver to a number of pots that you would like, and what colors.
I guess I'd probably just spend what is like 4. Get like the base colors
Okay, doke.
on each.
All right.
Black, yellow, cyan, magenta.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You guys all group back up. Head on to the airship to start packing. Start getting your belongings together for a trip to the Cold Corduroy Holds. I assume everybody at this point is changing into their cold weather outfits / armor and all that stuff. Milo, got your armor on?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure
Over the cold weather clothing.
Okay. All right. You got the fucking armor with a coat on.
Are you like the puffer man? Like, does all the cold weather gear inside it like
Yes,
mess
it's
up your
inside.
your range of movement? I can't. I can't put
Milo
my
moving
arms
with the armor.
down. Yeah, but like you still gotta have space.
Hydraulics just press it down. Milo, when you are in your lab downstairs, Erish comes to visit you briefly. He knocks on your door. Sir, do you have just a moment to speak?
Milo's probably like in the middle of like packing some tools and materials into a travel bag.
Yes, what's up?
So I have a quick question for you. And so while you and the rest of the crew were out at Zarshak and I was doing my cleaning, I did spend some time here in your lab. I did notice a manual over there in the corner. And he points to a book that you got beneath the island of the island.
The flesh golem manual. Or
correct. I just blanked on the name. Where the caverns were. Just blanked on the name of it. Jesus.
I know what you're talking about.
Quite gruesome. Not my cup of tea, but the magic's in there. When Mr. Gorham suggested a candle wax golem, perhaps if I tweaked magics within, something might be so possible. But I would have to borrow that book.
Of course, have at it.
Truly. Okay.
He's
Thank
like
you.
kind of like gestures at it like,
If you need anything out of my lab or have questions, just let me know. You're an incredibly valuable member of the team. Anything that you could do to continue your work you're welcome to it.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to grab a towel to grab it because I do not want to touch it.
Also reasonable.
You see him come back in a few moments later and like wrap it up in a towel and just take it. Thank you again. Hopefully something will come of this. Something good for us.
grimaces down at the parcel.
Definitely better than its current intention.
Correct. I will definitely give it back to you and you can do with it what you will on your return.
I'll
For
just
sure.
see Erish leaving his his office with a thick book, holding it with a towel. Just
Yes?
I don't want to ask any questions.
Hopefully something to help the group. Hopefully.
Yeah, go knock yourself out.
Okay. He's just like looking at the book over and over again. The flesh golem manual is made of flesh, by the way.
Right.
The cover is made of
Gross
flesh.
looking.
Yes.
Ew.
So anyways, he takes that up to his room. All right. And at this point, as you guys are all gathering your things, I'm going to turn over the narrative to Gandalwin.
Okay. I did want to say before that, like while we're still gathering stuff up, I'm gonna like while we're like everybody's like moving around, do that crazy thing like when you're like clearing out of the hotel room, and everybody's fucking like going across halls and stuff and gathering up all their shit. We can get a hold of Mop. We're like, hey, we're about to leave for a bit again. All right.
Okay.
You're gonna behave for Eris, yeah?
Yeah.
I want you to say it. Yes, I want to say yeah. No, don't look in my eyes. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Say yes while looking at me. That's it.
Yes.
Ah, there we go. Okay. And also, while we're gone, you're gonna meet the nice lady named Neela. Okay, you're gonna behave for her too. Okay.
Yes.
And she has a daughter named Lydia, who is, y'all are about the same size. She's a little kid too. So you're gonna have someone to play with your age, but you're gonna be nice to her, or she'll probably beat you up. Yeah, I taught her how to fight myself. And she's sneakier than you. Yep. You won't see it coming.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm not trying to intimidate the poor little bastard.
That's what you're saying, that she will beat him up. I'll let you roll 14. It with advantage.
14.
14, okay.
I want to be intimidated of Lydia, not me.
Okay.
Good. But if you're nice to her, maybe you'll have a lot of fun. I know you haven't had anybody your age to play with around here, so. But she and her mom they're real nice.
Bill.
Okay? So you'll be nice to them.
Bill?
Bill? What about Bill? He'll still be here.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't. But hey. Don't you pay. Bill is a bad example. You listen to what Eris says. Bill is like he's fun, but you don't want to do what Bill does, okay? He's fun. It's fun to watch him do his antics and things, but you listen to Eris.
Okay.
Whatever. Look, I just fucking point at it in my eyes and point at him again. All right.
Real quick. Were you finished, Gandalwin? I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. Okay. So the plan is for them to go to take Mop to Lydia and Neela while we're gone. Is that right? Okay. Fuck, I didn't know that. Okay, so before we leave, I do want to talk to Eris, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody else has anything to do, they can do whatever.
See, well, Gandalwin's thing's gonna take a little bit, so we can do yours first.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
You see Eris
I'm so sorry.
bringing back up
Right
top,
before we leave anyway.
in a towel, just sort of looking disgustedly at a towel, carrying up something just hidden beneath, and he sits in his room.
Eris, could you do me a favor?
Of course, anything.
I'm going to reach into one of my pouchy pockets and pull out the carving of Haru that Gandalwin did, and I'm going to hand it to him. When you see Lydia, can you give her this? Tell her it's from me.
Of course.
Thank you so much. Could you also tell her that I miss her so much? And I'm excited to hopefully see her again soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Eris.
Speaking of, I don't know if we want to speak as a group on this matter, but I know I wanted to speak personally, at least to Artyom, because he was not with us, about Mop and where we are taking him, and just to make sure we're all on the same page, as well as what we are to do in your absence.
Right. I'm not entirely sure the entire plan, to be completely honest with you. So, yeah. I think talking to him would be best.
Okay. This is very cute, by the way.
Gandalf made it, actually.
Really?
Isn't it nice? Yes.
It is.
He's
Quite.
an incredibly good artist.
Indeed. I'll make sure to do this. And he like takes it and places it on his nightstand, away from the flesh golem man.
The yucky book.
The yucky book. Very well. Everyone, if you could gather up in the dining area just really quickly. I'd like to speak on some matters before your departure.
Yeah.
You all hear ring out through the ship on your candle speakers.
I'm
Alright.
Hell
in
yeah.
the dining room. Away.
Erish will just sort of pick up the conversation that he was having with Kaushik. Artyom, you were separated from the group, but I did want to make sure that you were included in the decision to do with Mop. I don't think that he should stay on board for too long with what has happened, at least on a short journey over here to Moonwatch. It can get quite dangerous for him. So we've spoken about several things, I guess, regarding his safety, and that one of them was to send him with Lydia and Neela near the Bearwood.
Yeah, I thought that was the plan. Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I know you've taken a strong liking to Mop.
Yeah, I mean, but he's in danger with us. That's well, there is to it.
Very well. And also, what should we do once you depart from here and we drop off Mop at the Bearwood? Is there any particular place that we should be or be waiting, and an estimated amount of time, so I can communicate that to Nilba?
We did. We say that they should go. Oh, I think we discussed maybe having you and Nilbo go to
Scaring, right?
yeah, not to Scarin, but to where you were hiding out with the invisible boat.
Near,
Oh, right.
near Silver Lake.
So yeah, near Silver Lake, because
Okay.
you found the tree so that we could go right over to the Baishik Mountains. Yeah, so that would be kind of close to the Baishik Mountains without being like in Roam. So it should be relatively safe, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can do other things on the east side of the continent, and then when we come back to the Baishik Mountains, we can let you know, and you can pick us up when we're done.
Very well. Is there anything that you would like me to do with the boat? Should it still be there?
Good question.
I mean, I guess it's an invisible boat. Does it still work like an invisible boat?
The last I sailed it, it did.
I think it was invisible in the lake.
I mean, someone could have crashed into it because it's an invisible boat.
Exactly. I did try to put it out of the way, but someone could theoretically find it.
I don't know. It seems expensive, right? I mean, it seems like a waste to just let it sit there. I don't know if there are too many people that are in the market for an invisible boat. And if there are, you probably don't want to sell to those people, right?
We could give it to Lucas or something. Like, hey, do you guys want an invisible boat to use over there? I don't know. Do you know anybody who could use it? Look at that. Do we even know anybody who's that close to the water that they could even make use of it aside from selling it?
Hey, Crowley, you probably know some people that could use an invisible boat and maybe pull some strings and favors and stuff like that. Invisible boat might get you some extra leeway this way or that way, right?
It's possible. I can write some people in the meantime and message Erish.
Okay. I don't foresee any. This doesn't need to be a decision that's made now. Just
confirm it's there.
Of course.
Still.
Of course. Very well. I believe that's all I had.
Well, I think we're just about ready, yeah? So wait until we
Yeah.
do it. We're all right here anyway. And since we have all the members, we can do a little fancy reveal, yeah? And we're gonna take down the big sheet that's been covering that section of wall. I think it'd be a nice little decoration, for future. We could do more later, but this is what we got for now. And across that whole back section of wall, taking up almost the whole thing, is the base appears to be kind of very similar to what the same is on Erish's shield. There's still the candle flame, as well as the light from the setting sun. In addition, is now making use of some of the iridescent paints that I picked up there, so you have flecks that kind of shift. So as based on where you are in the light, that's kind of making it the light shimmer around the flame as well as along the water and the sunset. There are flecks of the iridescent blue and the green within the sea, kind of going along past that peninsula. And where the painting on the wall would have ended on that left-hand side, it continues. On the inland side, it expands out into a mixture of sweeping plains and rolling hills. A bit away, just a little bit past the Candle Lighthouse itself, there are buildings ranging from small, very basic structures like you would have seen in other parts of Breland, up to the more Gothic and stone structures that are popular in some parts of Karnath, as well as some of the more temporary nomadic housing of the Talenta Plains, as well as some of the stuff that we saw within New Kyrie. Good gracious, here's my place. And there are mixtures of very small, undefined people of bright clothes, like those that maybe that kind of inferring as to what those from Kyrie would have wear, the darker, more sober tones of the Karnathi people, the more brown and greens of Breland, as well as some of the more fancy that those within Sharn would have had. And just past on that very far left border of the painting is large, imposing, sweeping mountains, snow topping their peaks. And at the base is a large, ornate stone door with some smaller figures that appear to be wearing bright, shining armor, and with, seem to have their faces covered in some various and sundry colored beards. On the opposite side of the lighthouse, to the right, the sea continues farther out. The further it goes, it's getting darker and darker as it continues, both the sea and the sky. The water becoming choppy and violent, with shadowy and vague tendrils and limbs drifting out of the total darkness that makes up the rightmost side of the painting, as well as silhouettes beneath the waves and up in these dark, stormy skies. And then running along both sides of the painting are several sets of images going down the right and left-hand side. In the top left-hand corner is the head of a shaggy, red-furred wolf, its fangs bared in a snarl, with the keen, shining eyes of an eagle beneath its brow. On either side of its jaws hangs thick braids of fur, each ending with a piece of stone carrying a dwarvish rune, one for son and the other for daughter. On the below the wolf is an ordinary, plain wooden tankard, except on the right-hand side there are all kinds of plants and other greenery, a thorny vine wrapping its way up the handle with small bushes and the like resting below it, kind of on that bottom rim. Tendrils of ivy finding purchase along the side and creeping up over the rim, with even a single flower growing seemingly from the tankard itself with bright orange petals. On the left-hand side of the tankard, it gets a little strange, with scales adhering as if to a living creature along the bottom third of the tankard, as well as an abnormally large claw and tooth resting up against it. Below the tankard is an ornate ceremonial knife stood up on its point. At the base of the blade, between the crossguard, is a ruby in the shape of a teardrop. Surrounding the hilt and pommel of the knife is mist of black and red, and around the point are a bundle of medicinal herbs, gosh darn it, Spencer, herbs, bandages, and a little bit of catnip. And finally, on that left-hand side, below the knife, is a candle in a glass jar. The flame itself is a vibrant green, and within the jar, as well as over the top, are dots and little spicks and spats of red, of the iridescent blue and red, just kind of changing color depending on the side and where light is hitting it. And leaning on the jar to its right is a serving ladle, and on its left is a dagger, depicted as if stuck into the wood of the wall itself with the handle leaning towards the jar. And then brings us over to that right-hand side of the painting. The first image on this side is of a large, thick, leather-bound book laid open with the pages kind of facing the viewer. On top of those pages, which have lines and lines of just this tiny script, and like the kind of like metal kind of, on the corners of this big, thick, ancient looking book, and laid over the top of those pages is the head of a hammer with the haft running down the middle, and a bit below the book itself. The hammer itself is a large, imposing metal thing with like leather wrapped handle, and seems to have inlaid and gilt with gold and worked with silver along its haft. And on right in the middle of the head that's facing out is a golden set of scales. And down at the very bottom, kind of where you would have the pommel, is a dwarvish rune for justice. Below the hammer and book is a bit of a confusing jumble. Heavy metal gauntlets and boots lean against each other. Both boots and gauntlets constructed of dark metal with gold filigree, small pipes protruding from the layered plates. One of the gauntlets has a box of some kind jutting from the top forearm, a thick metal barrel showing at the end of it. The boots seem to have some kind of additional flaps on the back of the calf hinge so that they can flare upwards and out. There are also several rolls of paper in the background, seemingly stacked or tied together. Just these big, large scrolls, what peeking out upon them, seeming to be like bits and pieces of diagrams. And to the left of the boots and the gauntlets are a set of these heavy glass goggles that have runes and things etched around the sides, as well as just all these stuff for just fastening and staying well sat upon the head. And leaning on the right side of the boots and gauntlets are several working tools, seemingly covered in grime of some sort of recent use. And finally, below that is a mask, stark white, but with darkness where the eyes and mouth would be, with no way to tell a face beneath. The expression on the mask is split down the middle, one side joyous and full of mirth, while the other is downturned, interpretable as either sadness or wrath, depending on the observer's angle. Below the mask are a set of hands clothed in white gloves but attached to nothing. These hands hold a lute and appear to be in mid-strum. Coming from the strings of the lute are glimmers and dots of gold and yellow rising up in patterns, almost akin to the music one might hear. That's the whole painting.
Hell yeah, dude.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Kaushik is just kind of looking up in awe. Kandoin, this is incredible.
Holy shit.
Thank you. Because, I don't know. Let's see, we have a little piece of something kind of on here for us,
Yeah, this is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hug him. I'm doing it. I'm going in for the hug. I gotta lean down a little bit because he's a short little man, but I'm gonna go.
We're the same height.
It's the half plate boots.
Is that?
Kaushik wears platform gothic boots.
That-
Like
That
4-inch
makes-
heels.
4-inch platforms. Let's fucking go.
Probably a little easy.
I'm
Little
5'7", but I'm almost 6 foot with those
shit.
heels.
How did you get so tall?
Milo hasn't moved. He's just still like
Yeah.
a little open mouthed, maybe staring at it.
Yeah, my eyes are just scanning the whole thing, trying to take all that in. I'm gonna move around a little bit, see the shimmers. Ooh, ah.
Yeah, little decoration, make it a little more like home.
My home never had anything like this.
Yeah, well, times change, yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Erish
Yeah.
and motion towards the painting. Told you. Incredible artist.
You see, Irish just sort of wordlessly goes up and like touches the painting at this point, just sort of touches where the candle is. This is this is incredible, Mr. Catalan. Very, very incredible.
Glad you like it.
He walks up to you.
Hug him back. You know, you have to keep an eye on things while we're gone around here.
Of course.
Okay, well, you know what? This is dumb. We should all hug at the same time. And I'm just gonna like grab Milo by the shoulder and then just like push in behind Erish and force him into like the, I guess, the ham between the sandwich. Come on, get in the.
Milo is completely like distracted and not expecting it, so you almost topple him. He's like, "Ow,
Yep.
shit."
I could tell he's completely dazed. So just a big yank, like get over here.
Big group hug.
Big group squeeze.
The group hug is real. No,
I'm gonna
no
threaten
resistance.
anyone who doesn't get in on this hug with a thorny whip. It's just coming out of the staff of the woodlands with some spikes.
Archim says either gonna hug or you're gonna hug while bleeding. You got two options. I mean, after the initial like getting thrown off balance, he's not fighting him.
All right, hey. This little decoration, come on. We got places to be, guys.
It's more than a little decoration, Gundlin. That's
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
As Milo's like,
I've got some last minute things I need to grab I didn't think of earlier, but that's not just a decoration candle.
Yeah, this is a masterpiece.
It's
a work of
not
art.
even just a masterpiece, it's important, not just pretty.
and with that, he's gonna head out to do some last second shopping that Cody didn't realize he needed to do.
Sure.
Incredibly mundane stuff. A dagger, a bandolier, and a blank book.
Easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah, Gandalf, I mean, we all live on this boat. We all reside on this boat, and with this thing makes it a home for everybody, no matter what you could argue.
I don't have to be much else but a soldier, but I can do a few other things.
On his way out, he's gonna ask to bum some cash off of Koshik. I forgot I got 3
Broke
gold.
boy. Broke boy.
Way to ruin the moment, Milo.
I went to deduct the gold from my inventory. I was like, oh, all right.
I'm gonna just imagine him just walking by Kashik while she's in the group talking and just like reaching his hand into the bag of holding, grabbing the wallet, and just heading out. I think nothing of it. Everybody does that. Everybody just grabs the wallet out of the bag sometimes. Everybody just grabs shit out of my bag sometimes. I just let it happen.
It's become a normal thing.
Yeah.
No.
Which money you taking?
Kashik's gonna pull out her flip phone and take a picture of the.
Okay. Guys, gather up your last little bits.
So, Bill, what are you planning on doing?
Nobody tells me anything. What do you mean?
What do you want to do?
What do you mean?
I mean, we're going to go take Mop to the woods to hang out.
Okay.
Do you want to stay there until we get back? Do you want to keep riding around on the ship wherever we go? I know you don't like it on the ship. I'm not saying you have to stay on the ship. You can do whatever you like.
You're going where?
We're going to the Dwarven lands. We're going to be going underground for a long time, and then to a snowy place, which it'd be very bad for you to be there. Not going to lie.
Yeah, it sounds like shit.
Yeah.
I stay with the little kid. I like him.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will get Mop, kind of motion him over. All right, you two. Okay, Mop, we have to understand, I hadn't been around too much. Do you know what the word respect means?
Mop is going to have a negative modifier to this roll, just so you know. With a 2. That's a dirty -1.
God damn.
Okay, so like respect is like a feeling of when you want to help someone out or do what they think is best because you understand that you like them and you think that that's a good thing to do because they're looking out for your best interest and you're looking out for their best interest. It's kind of like a mutual caring of one's opinion of things. Once you discover how this actually works, then you can know who you should like to and who you should not like to. Because if you don't respect somebody, you can just lie to them and it's okay. Bill understands. Bill can help you understand this. But you'll need to also understand that sometimes you'll just have to make people think that you respect them so you can, get by.
Okay.
Erish is a great guy. He's worthy of respect. So, you're your own man. You can decide for who you want to respect and not respect, but you're not understanding anything I'm saying. So, you should have a really good time and enjoy yourself.
Okay.
And make sure to not get into too little trouble.
I'm going to give him another intelligence check. Okay, it's a 16 modified down.
Double negatives, what does it mean?
Sort of an affirmative grunt.
You know, when you do bad things, you get punished, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure that you're either not going to get caught or that whatever you're doing is really worth the punishment.
You see an understanding come over his face. It's like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
You get to pick your battles.
You lost him again.
All right. Okay. Bill, you're a father now. Look after him.
I've never had this much responsibility in my life.
No.
I have to turn it around. My whole life. I don't have it. What do I do?
You just,
Shit.
you know. You don't have to do it alone. There'll be plenty of people there to help. But if you're going to stay with him, he's going to need a good role model, and that's you. Do you honestly think there's anyone better to help raise this goblin?
Of course not.
All right.
I need a drink.
You know what? I will have a drink with you before we depart.
Need to share a drink.
Yep.
He goes to, if you let it happen, he goes to hand a bottle to Mop.
Little is very small, right? He's very small.
God.
And alcohol, I've come to realize, is something that Is he
Spacey.
that? Yeah, don't let him drink unless it's like a special occasion, like his birthday or something like that.
No.
Probably best.
Okay, give me definite. When is
When
your
you're
birthday?
when
What?
Ask Irish, he should know.
Okay. You see Bill a little bit hyperventilating of becoming a father just now
To a goblin.
to a goblin. Okay, a lot to do.
Irish will also be his father, I'm sure, in some ways, while you're still on this journey, and then he'll be gone.
Okay.
So you know, learn up really good on the trip.
Right. Yes. Okay. I got this. He's like hyping himself up.
Okay.
When are you going to be back?
Well, it's kind of an open-ended question. We're going to be traveling through some mountains, and then we're going to be hunting some people down. We don't know their exact location, so
Yeah.
Could be a week, could be a month. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe more, but you'll be fine.
Of course. You see.
Anyway.
You just said be safe.
Oh, be safe. Okay, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm always safe. We're fine.
This is not true. You're a liar.
Yeah. I'm a very poor liar. Okay. I will try not to die again. And yeah.
Let me know if you do. All right. Well, let's go. Wait. I don't know where we're going. Where's the thing on the ship? I'm already fucking up. Oh, Jesus. Corvair, Jesus.
Well, I mean, you're doing okay. I mean, I grew up, I didn't have a dad, so your mop will be much better with you. So you'll do good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look how great I turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You just get a headbutt from Bill.
I'll grab his thing, give it a shake, an affectionate shake. I don't know what the thing that comes off the back of it is.
Yeah, I don't want to call it an antenna, but that's what's coming to mind right now.
Yeah, it's head plate. I don't know.
That thing on a parasaur.
Like a horn or a crest, whichever you want to
Yeah,
call it.
Yeah,
crest, sure.
crest. There you go. It's better than his antenna. So, yes, you grab his crest. Yeah.
Thank you, Ark.
Educational.
All right.
I had a quick question.
Yeah.
How long is the trip after we leave for them to get to Neela and Lydia? How long is that trip going to take them?
From Moonwatch to the Bearwood, I believe it was about 3-day travel. It was,
Okay.
Yeah, it was about 2.5 days from the Bearwood to Sharn, which is the route that y'all took. So from here, a little like an extra day to get from Moonwatch directly to the Bearwood. So about 3 days.
Okay. I would like to send a couple of messages to Neela.
Okay.
One message will not have all the words that I need to tell her, so I'm gonna have to expend a couple slots, I believe. Unless, does upcasting it make it more words?
I think we've said in the past that it did. If you would like to upcast your messages.
I don't think it. I think sending 2 messages will be better because it'll give me 50 words, right? Instead of upcasting it and getting like 30. I need a lot of words here.
Okay. All right.
So
Hella words.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 just regular 3rd level spell slots for
Okay.
this. All right, I'm gonna try to keep count here. Neela, we will. Hold on. Let me, if you can give me just a second, I'm gonna type it out and count it and see if I can. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do while she's doing that?
She's doing that. I'm gonna. Oh well, first I guess I'm gonna talk to Artyom. Hey, Artyom. Yeah. You need to meet the little creature. And,
oh yes.
Oh God.
Gonna pop in there and feed him real quick with Artyom.
Carly's like, it's on your shoulders now. He just runs away.
When you walk into the room, it is not there, Melgrim, in its little resting spot.
Oh.
Where is it? I assume we are going to take it with us so that, its parents don't come and attack the airship while we're not there.
I was trying to figure that out myself. All right, so let's go look for it, I guess.
Give me a perception check. Brittany, you're off mute. You're welcome.
Oh my god, it happened again.
Yeah, I will help him. I'll do a quick perception check, I guess, while standing.
That'll be a 24.
24?
Oh, I think he's got it.
Okay. We'll see. Yeah, he's got it. Melgrim, you start to hear some skittering under your bed. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, Lord. $17.
17. You quickly dodge out of the way as you look down under your bed and you see it looking back at you, and it goes, it spits acid at your direction, Artyom. You see an arc of acid come from under the bed and hit the opposite wall as it quickly crawls out from under the bed, just sort of looking around quizzically.
That was not very nice. Oh, Lord.
This it shoots out acid and stuff, right? Okay. Yeah, we should take this with us. I don't think we need acid shooting things on the boat in any case, especially not after Gandalf made that great painting. If he oh no, yeah, we should take this thing with us for sure.
Yeah. If nothing more than to just at least keep an eye on it. Man, I don't know. Should we even be keeping this thing?
No.
I don't want to.
We should honestly just leave it here. Or probably we should leave it someplace out in the middle of nowhere so that nature can run its course, either by its, parents coming to get it, or it not living very close to a settlement and one day growing up to murder a lot of people. Or we can keep it with us, and when the dragon's parents come for it, we can fight them, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. We should definitely.
Dragons, I mean,
Probably.
it could, yeah, who knows? It might be in our benefit for a dragon to come in as a third party when we're in the middle of a fight. You never know. I need an insight check on Melgrim to see if he's like, oh, but I love it.
That's up to Melgrim.
I mean, you wouldn't need it in such a. He's like, kind of 50-50. Like he wants to try and raise it, but at the same time, he's not really sure if that's the proper course of action.
Maybe you've spoken with it yet?
Well, it just. No, I haven't. I tried to, but it literally just came out to the egg a couple of days ago. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's old enough to understand anything like that yet.
Well, I mean,
It did communicate two ideas with you, and that was hungry and sleepy.
Yeah. It communicated a couple ideas to me, like hungry and sleepy, and that's all I got. I don't know.
how do dwarves feel about dragons?
Ooh. That's a good question. How would Clan N would feel about? Probably not very well.
Fuck it. We'll leave it up to chance. I don't know the answer to that. You know that sorry, give me a moment to interpret some dice stuff. There's no particular hatred of dragons. Drakes, there's, tales of not specifically Clan Anvrand, but of other dwarves, like deep in the mountains and whatnot, taming some drakes and riding them around. And you know of a small little ale house drink that pretty much just sits around in one of the bars back home.
It should be okay, right? And if anyone has any like senses taint of Zoriat, we can just explain to them that we just got back from there. It's not a big deal. It's probably just us, like some, got into our clothes and stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And hopefully one of us will be able to communicate with it soon enough and actually get words, maybe.
I mean, this is your egg. You got it and hatched it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, you're going to have to take care of it because, I mean, it's a very powerful creature that needs to be taught not to eat things, mainly, us.
Aye. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To speak frankly, I'm asking you if you want this responsibility.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I'm not gonna lie. Had dreams of maybe making this creature my friend.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Then do it.
Just gonna pet it.
Make an animal handling check.
One finger gone.
Oh wow, that's a natural 20.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, dude.
Plus what?
Plus, my animal handling is 6 plus 6.
Plus 6.
Wow, hell yeah, man.
Did you do that?
Handled the fuck out of that thing.
It bows its head a little bit and it starts rubbing its back legs together, releasing those chirping noises, like cricket whirring noises.
Oh.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, yeah, you've got this. So, we're going to keep it with us. You'll raise it, try to keep it safe. I'm not going to lie to you. If you want to keep this thing, I think you should keep it, but you just need to make sure to understand that this is a very dangerous thing to have. I mean, let's be fair. We've got like 10 different groups of powerful people in the world that want to kill us. What's one more? Dragon. Like, it's just a dragon. It's not that big of a deal, right?
Well, maybe this creature's mother and all of its familial things are.
It could be gone. And I don't even know how dragons work. I just, I'm assuming, right? They could just let the eggs pop out and then just leave. I could not look for it at all.
And kind of hoping, since I was the first face that saw out of the egg, that it sort of imprinted on me. We'll see.
I mean, it seems to like you. Maybe you just startled it earlier.
Yeah, or it likes to play games. Little child thing. Yes. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna beat it.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we go, would like to talk to it, and essentially, in my talking to it, I'm just gonna be like, don't really know if you can understand me yet. Doubt you can. However, I have picked out a name for you. Unless you want to pick out your own name. I don't know if you're gonna be intelligent enough to do that. Und Fang.
Insult him.
What did you say?
Und Fangir. And in Dwarvish, it essentially means warrior dragon-like creature.
How do you spell?
How'd you spell it?
He's typing it in the chat.
Oh.
UNDFANGHUR. He's
The Fanger. He's a Fanger.
Fandigar.
I'm calling him Fang.
that'd be
All
fun.
right, well, that's a mouthful. So it's going to need a nickname. So is it going to be Und or Fang?
Fang.
All right, so Fang it is.
Owned.
You're talking to a guy whose name's Artemilk, okay?
Oh, look at that cute little fella. Let's
He
call him
needs
Owned.
Milk.
Give me
Call me
another
Milk.
animal handling check there, Melgrim.
Well, not quite as good. 12 on the dice for an 18 total.
18 total. It's sort of sitting there eating as it normally does. Finishes up its meal and it's gonna name you Unfinger. You tell it, sort of like point at it. There's no words back, but you're not sure if it got through. Maybe it did. After a moment after eating, it does just sort of crawl back up and goes to sleep again. I would like to know how you're going to keep this thing in the holds, because it will also need warmth.
I am gonna go to Milo for
I say
that.
this thing, Fang. How are you planning to keep Fang warm?
Gonna go to Milo and figure out a solution for this thing. Maybe a little carrying bag that has. Yeah.
Okay. I think that is easily doable. Take like a gold piece out of the total funds, Milo, to get some like fur-lined container to keep some warmth, but easily enough.
Actually, let me see. I have a. Do that with the feature? Yeah, never mind. I was going to see if magical tinkering allowed me to create warmth, but no, it does not. Just light.
How much money did you take out earlier, by the way, Jackwagon? You should never answer my question in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see the chat or see that question in the chat. That depends on what a blank book costs, Dungeon Master, because that is not listed in the adventuring gear.
It's gonna cost you.
A fully filled in book is 25 gold.
Jesus, what? Why?
Yeah, remember, we had this.
Free
We had this
printing
issue
presses,
in,
I guess.
We had this issue in Saltmarsh as well, and we decided we were like, yeah, that's fucking dumb.
Okay, well, it's gonna cost you 1.5 gold for bound paper, blank paper.
That'll be about 7 gold, 6.5.
Is it 7 or 6.5?
It's 6.5, but I was
Okay.
just gonna round up to 7.
We deal in precise numbers
On
Just
this
take
when it
house.
comes to money.
Take
Take
that
7
gold.
off, and it's a really nice book.
He's over here.
Take
like-
6 off and it's a
He's trying
slightly
to-
shittier book.
Yeah, he's trying to he's trying to throw away our money. What's wrong with you?
I got my exactly 50 words if I counted right.
All right,
Hell yeah.
let's do it.
All right. Don't count behind me. Neela, our friend Arish will be by within a few days with the goblin child Mop. He will be accompanied by Bill to help you care for him for a while and to help him acclimate. If you have any questions or concerns, Arish will address them with you then. Send.
Okay. Neela has not met Bill, I do not believe. Right?
No, she has. She has because she
She
was
did?
on the.
She was on
they,
the airship.
They came and
This
stayed
is
on the
correct.
airship.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she
Yep,
was
they
teaching
had a
him some
personality
manners.
conflict. Yeah.
She was teaching him some manners. There we go.
Yep.
And reading a little bit as well.
Yep.
So with that, there's a hesitation on Neela's message.
Fuck.
Um,
She says no, no Bill.
Bill is no deal.
Very well. We'll take in Maup as well as Bill. She can respond twice. Sure. Someone count me. I'm not gonna worry about it. Fuck that. We'll take in Maup and Bill as well, with no issues. We have plenty of room. I will go ahead and let you know there's a chance that we will move in the future to Rote. I'm defaulted to Erish's accent, but
Do I know where that is?
that is right beside the Bearwood. You've been there. This is where you guys
That's where we got Nobo.
correct. That's where you got
Oh,
Nobo
okay.
and got the airship. Or got the airship ratified and certified with the adventurer's package. It was no longer contraband in the sky. So, just in case we are not here when you get back, we are en route. I'm not sure of an exact address. Message me again when you are close.
I did say Arish was dropping him off, not me, right? Did
Correct.
she catch that?
Mm-hmm. She's talking about when you're coming back.
Oh, we're coming back. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Cool.
When we come to take the goblin child back, that's what she.
No, she's keeping the goblin child. We're just going back for Bill.
You say that now. She's like, I don't get him out of here. He's a hellion. I can't handle it.
I think Bill is the worst the worst
Wow.
option to leave with Mop for poor Neela. I feel so bad for her.
What are you talking about? Bill practically is a goblin.
Exactly.
It's a really big
We're
one.
giving her 2 goblins.
Once RT is level 17, he's gonna hit Bill with true polymorph and make him a goblin.
Oh shit.
Bam. Problem solved.
Oh no. Okay, that's all settled. I'm gonna let the people know the plan. I'll let them know that Neela's all good for it, and let them know that they might be moving in the future as well.
Okay.
Not far. So,
Hell yeah.
squad knows. So, got everything done on my end. Got all my stuff. I guess we gotta go get the kids if everybody's ready. I call them the kids. We gotta get the teens.
Get the fucking noobs.
Get the younglings.
The younglings.
Younglings. Killing
Before it gets
younglings.
forgotten, while Milo is out shopping, he will also swing by to reacquire his drone and whatever.
What is your drone doing? How's it getting out? Is it just gonna fly out? Be stealthy
Once he
about
is
it.
in range, I can cast spells with a range of touch through or on the drone,
He's gonna
and it will
kill
be
her.
turning invisible and slipping on out of there. Anything it is carrying will also be invisible, so anything it is stolen
Just
will include.
grabs a bunch of shit on the way out.
Gotcha.
Grab her
probably-
coin purse on the
She
way
might hear
out.
something, but she won't see anything when she looks. So.
All right.
We've acquired 200 more gold.
And it's the, I mean, what's going to happen if she reports it? People are just going to think she's even more crazy.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and
we
roll.
handled this.
Roll
on
a
the
stealth
front
check
end.
at advantage for me.
She has true sight.
Thank fucking God for advantage. That was a 3 and a 12. That'll be a 16 total.
16 total. Okay. Little glance around, but doesn't seem to notice anything. Drone flies out, hands you a couple of papers, and reattaches to your armor. The
Away we go.
party makes their way up with Jeremiah, Madison, Soul, and Agariel in tow. You are all standing outside of Myric's wake.
Oh,
Oh.
I wanted to say bye to Erish before we jumped off the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, Erish,
Yes,
we're
sir.
leaving.
Right.
You're going to be on the ship with just Gilbo soon.
Surely.
What are you going to do with yourself?
Well, I have some reading ahead of me, actually. Gorham gave me an idea about perhaps a candle wax golem. I'm going to try to tweak some magics based off of some more uncouth magics, and hopefully it does not go wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds extraordinarily helpful. But, I mean, you're a very smart guy, you know? You don't have to stay on the boat and just tinker. You're more than capable of doing all kinds of things.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not sure. What do you mean? What
I
should I
mean,
say?
you could
Wait.
go kick someone's ass if they're fucking around and let them find out.
I would rather not.
I remember the Shining Vanguard. We beat the fuck out of people who are assholes to people who can't defend themselves and try to destroy the world and stuff like that and kidnap children and all those things.
It's hard to feel relative amongst a group of someone so capable. So, but I will keep that in mind.
I mean, by all means, Erish, if you see that there are some things going wrong, I mean, you're in here with the rest of us, even if you're not going off on this journey.
Absolutely.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you know that.
Right.
Do you have any more of those message candles so I could talk to you?
I believe I have a few more. He will go back to his room and produces 3 more.
Shit.
This is about all I have of them. This will reply back to me, those 3 there. So once one is used, though, it is used.
Nah.
And I know that you said you sent me messages as well. If I did receive them, but it sounds like you did not receive my messages back. By the way, I would like to say that if you do find yourself on other planes, that there is chances that these fail. Which
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That also applies to my messages back to you. So,
right. Well, Crowley's the one who used them in Zoriat, and after we came out and we realized it was like 3 weeks later, I just assumed that he might have gotten the messages back, or maybe when you got the messages, they just sounded like in your ear and you just couldn't understand it or something like that.
I received 2 very disconnected messages, so I was a bit confused. I attempted to respond, but I'm not sure that they did not go through at this point.
It's okay. I mean, these candles are amazing. You shouldn't. They're doing an amazing job. I could never do something like this.
I'm sure you could.
It's. He's just trying to be like, I could never make these candles. No, I mean, I've never done any of that. No, it's very impressive. And the hangover thing, I really feel like you could probably market those things to like all sorts of people. Like you could just be rich for the rest of your life.
Perhaps. So I will definitely write it down. Market it.
Shining Vanguard Incorporated.
I could get us a business license while you're out, if you'd like me to.
I think you should get us a business license if you would like to.
Sure. I would consider we won't be far from Roach, so when we drop her off the Bearwood, I should be able to do something fairly.
Are there like legal mercenary things that we should probably have some type of paperwork for or something like that?
Not that I'm aware of. I've never been a mercenary.
I just kind of break the law if it's necessary and not ask questions.
I don't think even if you did that it would be very applicable as soon as you crossed borders.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
not everyone's on the same page still.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you in a few weeks, hopefully.
You will.
All right. As you saw, Bill's going to be leaving, so, make sure he doesn't steal all the booze when he leaves.
Right.
He likes to make it look like he can't do anything with those hands, but if you fucking catch him when he's not looking at you, he can do a lot with them.
I have become all too aware over the past month or so. So
it's a fucking Gandalf in the background. Tickle story.
Travel safe.
Well. Oh, of course, always. We'll see you soon. Give him a big old hug. Kiss him on the forehead. Leave.
Obviously, Kaushik's gonna hug Erish before they leave. That's
Right.
just a given. Vroom, vroom.
Airship rooms but over the skies towards Shard.
And because I can't remember if we discussed it or not, the whole process of the axe being
It's finished.
complete.
Your axe is ready to go.
Cool.
Oh shit.
You hold your axe in your hand. You look down. The purple in it is a little bit more pronounced. There's no other effects that seem to be happening with it right now. You look down and sort of like the blocky structure of the purple metal looks like. I'm trying to think of if you ever seen crystalline structures that like you look through and it looks like you're looking through, but it's very cubic in nature, that it's just
Yeah.
you look through and it's very like cubic. That's partly like how it's held together in your axe. And you sit there, you flip it over, and I'll tell you what it does later.
Ooh-wee.
Nice.
That will
Yeah.
take up an attunement slot, just to let you know.
Oh,
This
shit.
is a fucking exploding axe now.
More or less.
Yeah, I'm assuming the flame tongue sword will no longer be that.
It
So that'll
is.
be-
Correct.
It is a
Flip-flop,
mundane
right?
sword now. You can swap that out for a longsword.
Gotcha. Do.
This is a DM question, not a statement of actions. I was packing my index cards of travel inventory. As far as like materials on the go, I had 7,000 and some change of the big bulk materials we got. Would 500 gold worth of materials for on the go be appropriate, or would less be necessary?
I'll say 500 gold if you're using the bag of holding. Yeah, that shouldn't be an
Okay.
issue. Easily
Okay.
stored if you're using the bag of holding. On your person, a little bit less practical with all your other
Gotcha.
gear.
And if it's necessary to like split between the giant backpack and the bag of holding, we can.
Gotcha.
All right, just making sure.
All set. Anything else? Goodbyes or otherwise, before you are no longer here.
I want to run back downstairs and burst into Erish's room and yell to wherever he's at, which one of these candles in here isn't magical?
What? All of them are.
What? Which one do you not care about?
Oh, you just want a regular candle.
Nah.
Yeah. Any particular smell? Scent?
Just something to remind me of you.
Oh. There's a slight hesitation. Harris grabs something and says, "Here." Hands it to
I
you.
will take it and come back out the same way I came back in.
All right.
Also, just gonna say bye to Erish. Just kind of give him a slap on the shoulder, like, all right, you're, like I said, keep things safe. Something to possibly keep in mind, or for you to keep an eye out for, are capable and trustworthy individuals. If we're on and off the ship a lot, and eventually, hopefully, you'll be coming with us on some of these. We got to have somebody to keep an eye on things. You're a good judge of character, so.
Very well. Is there anything specifically that I should be looking for?
People who are good at security.
Okay.
Make sure our shit doesn't disappear, and hopefully can fire those cannons down there without blowing themselves up.
Very well. This would obviously not be free work.
Of course. This would be just, maybe trolling the waters for some contractor positions or something. Just thinking, like, looking towards the future.
Surely. That should be fairly easy. There's 2 houses that deal with that exact work, amongst Denith and Tharash.
She can maybe look a little.
Not dealing with the
houses last resort, yeah. I hear they're a bit pricey.
Sure.
We'll see what we can do. Maybe once we've got a little, like, more steady income from somewhere, we'll have them. Can maybe afford some of those guys.
Very well.
All right.
Travel
Good luck.
safe.
Take care.
Don't
You too.
become infested again.
I will do my best.
Please do. And gives you a hug goodbye. Truly, the painting is amazing and does make this place a home. You have, with the stroke of your paintbrush, drawn a home on your own. That is an incredible addition. And you should be very, very proud for it.
Thank you. Good little reminder too. Why we're doing what we're doing.
I appreciate you adding me on there.
Of course. You're a founding member of the Shining Vanguard. Be safe, Erish.
You as well.
Dip potato chip.
Okay. Guys, take off. Fang in his little warmed container, easy enough. Strap it onto your backpack, like up top, so he's right here.
Hell yeah.
The rest of you, new axe in hand. The rest of you taking a trip up to Myric's Wake. Jeremiah and crew all in their fresh faces and fresh gear, warmed up. Madison shows up like 15 minutes late. What are we waiting on? Let's go.
No one is surprised.
And our team, I assume we're doing tree stride? Not tree stride.
Transport via plants.
There we go.
Not
Okay.
the one where you stride through trees. Well, I guess you both stride through trees in it.
You
Right.
do.
Yeah.
That's why it's so confusing.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go up to make sure everyone's nice and cozy. And run the fuck through.
Go.
Yes,
go.
sir. Jeremiah like runs through first.
Going on through, baby.
What a good kid. I love that kid. Through we go.
Does anyone not go?
Oh shit. That'd be fucked.
I'm staying behind.
Because guess what? You lose your character if you do.
Splitting the partner, or splitting the party again.
One by one.
Lightning bolt.
Exactly. That lightning bolt's gonna do a lot more than 8d6.
That's a disintegration bolt.
Running through, you're instantly greeted with incredibly cold temperatures of, it's not so bad today, -10 degrees, but still very cold.
What's warm in the hold, huh?
It's warm right now. Hopefully a blizzard doesn't come through, but Build-A-Bear. Go Ravens, rather. However, you all teleport, look up, couple of mile walk up towards Corona Peak. That's where we're going to take our break.
Woo!
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys for playing with me. I'm having a blast so far. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick bio break. I know we're taking a little bit late, but we'll be back very soon. Drop a follow, a like, a subscribe, all of those wonderful things. Also, check out the charity, !charity in chat if you have not already done that, and donate to the crisis currently going on in Ukraine. So we're going to go somewhere, and then we're going to continue our joints. And ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Roar Holds. So
Yeah.
don't miss it. We'll be right back.
Dwarves are home.
The dwarves are home. Don't go anywhere. Much love.
Almost.
And hello, everyone.
Woo!
Hi, it's us. All the same people that were here just a few moments ago. We are back. We are live doing this thing. What is this thing, you ask? Let me tell you. This is Across Eberron. This is a campaign that we do every Saturday. Long-running campaign now. We are on episode 67. Almost to 69. Nice. And we are going to continue on as our adventurers just departed Moonwatch via a teleport via plants or transport via plants, making their way from Moonwatch after Build-A-Bear. We're still having that issue with Skype, unfortunately. So until we get rid of that, you get to enjoy some little pooty noises every now and again. However, our party, after finishing up, making sure the wellness check was done on Zipporah Dinsmore, did some shopping for some clothes and whatnot. Melgrim deciding to keep the insect drake, now known as Fang, but Unfanger, for long. Fang for short. I should have done that in a weird way. For long. Anyways, Ganwin revealed an awesome painting to the airship resembling all of his party members. And everybody said their goodbyes. Artyom bestowed the gift of fathership upon Bill, saying that he was now a father to Mop, who Bill took very seriously very quickly, and said that he needed a drink and immediately also gave a drink to Mop. So things are going well in that department already. We are picking back up now as our Shining Vanguard scene here is with the new fresh-faced adventurers, Jeremiah, Madison, Soul, and Agariel, are now teleported across the country from a chilly but bearable Moonwatch to a negative 10-degree Roar Holds as we sit in the mountains just at the tree line. And we're gonna switch some music. There we go. You guys sit here in the cold. It is snowing. It snows probably about 3 or 4 feet deep here. And
God.
you got about, I don't know, those stone walls up there look like they're a couple hours out in this sort of weather. But you get to hiking.
Yeah, let's fucking go. It's cold as shit out here.
If there wasn't any snow, how quick of a journey do you think that'd be?
If there wasn't any snow,
Yeah.
you may be cutting like an hour off. It's also like a hike at elevation, so that's taking up a lot of time too. So
Shit. All right.
while you think on that, I'm gonna get everybody to take off their headsets except for my dwarves. Por favor. Sick. Gorham and Melgrim, welcome home. This is the Roar Holds. You see the stone gates above you of Corona Peak. That is one entrance into home. You know of another one. This one is a hidden entrance that goes more or less straight to Anvernhold, which is below the mountain. It is not a traditional path, more as it is a slide down, and it is hidden. So, for those who may unknowingly walk across this path, they may slide straight down a couple 100 feet safely, but it could scare someone should you choose to do that. And it will put them right at Anvrenholm, your home, inside the mountain. So whatever path you would like to take your crew here on is up to you. But currently they're marching up towards the stone walls. All right. I'll let you guys decide. You guys are leading the way. Everybody else. Cody, Matt, pay attention. Cody, Matt, pay attention.
Pay
Cody,
attention.
Matt, Cody, Matt. Okay, well, they can just keep their headsets off for the rest of the campaign, I guess.
There
Whatever.
it is. There's one.
There's one.
We got one
All right.
back.
Matthew! Got him.
Oh, you yell out, nothing hears, man.
Did you see my message there, DM in chat? An hour-long timer would make that impossible.
Gotcha. The dwarves are leading the way right here. So depending on what they do will depend on that.
Okay.
All right, everyone. This is our territory. We know past it, you manlings wouldn't. So follow along, and the Gorm's gonna trot off on Bursty towards the Andron path.
Okay.
All right. On that way. Let's go.
Bursty sort of, as a large creature, just sort of clearing some snow every now and again, just give it a brush off, but just sort of clearing the way for everybody.
What a boy.
He better, because I'm not very tall.
Yeah. The dwarves
Same.
without Bursty would definitely be about neck height in the snow here, but Bursty sort of clearing the way for you guys, and about 45 minutes pass sort of up and to the side of the mountain, facing Karnath, not facing towards Mirror Lake. You guys come up upon your area.
Is it as you described it?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume. All right. Well, so from here, we just take a little slide down, and I'm just gonna whoop.
Oh shit.
You guys see Gorham and Bursty as he's saying this, to just take a little slide down, disappear into the snow, straight down.
And then Milgram's going to do about the same and just, you trust us, right? Oh, I'm just joshing with you. All right. See you on the other side. Whoop.
I am going to hang back and make sure someone doesn't fuck up whatever this is horribly.
Okay.
just to be like, okay, you guys go ahead. I'll make sure everyone gets to whatever's happening here safely.
Okay. All right.
Sure. Fuck it. I hop in. I'm like, yeah, if I fall to my death, I'll let you know. Woo!
Oh, it's a hole that we're sliding down
Yep.
into?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought it was like sliding down to a different part of the
Underground.
mountain. Okay. That's a little bit different. Okay.
Oh god.
Whee!
Kashik is claustrophobic. I'm assuming this is a small hole because it's for dwarves.
They're wide.
They're
wide.
Oh,
they're
that's
beefy.
true.
And
They're
also
dirty
Bursty just fit in. It's about a 10-foot diameter hole.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, that's a big fucking hole.
That's gonna be fun.
Imagine you just falling there by accident, you're just walking through this. Ah!
It was it's very well hidden. It's like all right,
Okay,
so
okay.
those watching may not get, but you know our little hidey holes in 7 Days to Die with the tree just over it? It's like one of those.
Yeah. Ah, I see. See, I do. When we play 7 Days, we're all secretly dwarves. We channeled our inner dwarf.
There's a couple of tree limbs hanging over and they just into the ground.
Sick. Love it. Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Zoom.
All right. You guys
Is it-
slide. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, unless Kaushik seems like she's very nervous about going in.
No, I was joking.
Okay.
I'm going.
Okay. You all slide through, and it takes a while. Again, when you sort of looking ahead of you, seeing the dwarves just sort of like this is muscle memory at this point. Bercy's like on his legs, but this path is smooth enough to like it doesn't matter. He's like belly sliding down this
round?
area. Yeah.
Is it round? If
Yeah.
it's going for a while, I'm gonna try to like loop-de-loop with the fucking momentum.
Give me an
See if
acrobatics
I
check.
can like what?
Give me an acrobatics check. Roll.
What degree of a slope would you say we're going down at the moment?
Depends on where you're at in the tunnel.
Oh, that's really good. 27.
Who's
go.
behind Ganelin?
I don't know. Who went third or fourth, I suppose.
Whoever's behind Ganelin just starts to see of circles all over. Ganelin, you get dizzy as shit.
This is awesome. Yeah, this is fucking great. Just yell.
I know, right?
I'm good.
Don't throw up in the hole.
It's extra lubrication for on the way down. It's fine.
Y'all aren't behind me. It's fine. Y'all are in front.
Artyom, you were asking something about the angles?
Yeah. I just didn't know how fast we were going down. Like, if he trips, is this like, oh, he's fucking dead now?
Someone could get seriously hurt. This is not safe.
Okay.
This is not a safe. Yep.
Talking about like Empire Strikes Back, Luke's fall down the hole type kind of thing.
Sure. This is
Oh shit.
This is at some angles you think you're going nearly straight down, and then it evens out and then turns to the right and then zigs to the left. You got this is like the wildest like slip and slide you've ever been on.
This is the best thing ever.
Eventually
Amazing.
sliding
Speak
out
for yourself.
into a cavern, one dwarf after the other. That's the sound of home for you guys as you land out here safely and unharmed. You guys see a small underground town. I say small, but it is built within the walls of the mountain itself. Stone, dwarves everywhere mining, and you see tunnels going down all around you. You see elevators coming from up above, like just slowly moving above you, some passing below you, some stopping on this level. And welcome to Andrenhold. This is the home of the Eberron. Right across from you, chasm where different bridges and elevators are going through, and another, albeit larger, city built on the other side of the mountain. The dwarves would know that as Mrornenhold. That is a clan of the one of the 12 clans of the Mrorholds. This is someone your father has great relationships with, but somewhere you also share a home with deep within Corona Peak. So,
Is there anyone around us where we've dropped out of?
you see a couple of dwarven like miners just sort of sitting there pushing some large like wheelbarrow type thing with a pickaxe. Give you a quick look at all of you sort of quizzically at first, but then see Gorham and Mel. Hey, haven't seen you around here in a while.
Aye, it's good to be home.
You brought friends and non-dwarven friends, but
Probably looks over and sees Milo doing the turtle because of the giant backpack he's got on.
friend, he's struggling.
He'll be alright.
I'm gonna go there and help him. Like, come on. Hello.
They're a good lot.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
Hey, I think I've heard some rumor going around saying you're coming back, so the pop's probably waiting on you.
Aye, we should probably hurry.
Aye.
Alright, everyone. Does everyone make it down alright?
I spent too much in the tunnel. I feel a little ill, but I'm good.
That was terrible. Let's never do it again.
So, at least 2 more.
That was awesome.
What?
Yeah, it was great. Staring at like a stalactite somewhere, like fixed.
All right. Before we go and meet my father, I want to say one thing. Okay. Kind of glances at Madison.
Yeah.
My father does not take any disrespects. Okay. So we can all try to be gracious. Okay.
Aren't we here doing him a favor?
No, you're here doing a job. You're getting compensated for this. There's a huge difference.
If you're
Aye.
volunteering, I'm sure no one will complain.
Volunteers are always welcome if you wish to consider it a favor.
No.
It's a long,
Financially irresponsible, I'm just gonna say.
it's a long trick home.
Whatever. Sure.
God
Yeah.
damn.
All right. Well, follow me. I'm just gonna trot off to.
Wait, just one
What?
1 second. You guys are, I mean, you haven't been in town for a long time. You should be going in style. I know you get bursty, but Milgram doesn't have a nice mount to show off and strut around the place, so.
You
Here
got the
you go.
dragon.
It will not yet. Shut up.
Like,
So-
put him on your shoulder. You know?
And so I'm just gonna use conjure animals to just conjure a single dire wolf, but to make it in the fashion of Gandolfin's painting little portrait of the red-headed dire wolf with the rune braided. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, is that a
Wolf
beard
beard.
or?
He's
I
got
guess
a
it's a
beard.
beard.
It's imitating his beard specifically,
Right.
but
All right. Awesome. Yeah. Easily enough done.
All right. Awesome.
it's pretty cool.
You guys mount up on Bursty and this new mount. And you're taking them to where?
To Father's Hall.
Okay.
Wait,
Alright.
waving at familiar dwarves as we go.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there, definitely recognizing the two of you, giving waves. Definitely the miners of here, which is a majority of these people. You do notice that not as many people, right? Like homes are emptier. Not as many people walking around as there usually is. But you walk in, take them to this sort of not really a fenced, but like decorative fence. I don't know the words for it, around this place that's sort of carved out of the mountains. This large hall area built out of stone and exquisitely crafted with different sort of runes, like tracing up pillars as you walk in here and knock on the door. A few moments go by. You see nice little old woman dwarf answering. Oh, hi, Gorham. Oh, Grum. Boys, it's good to see you. Your father. Are we expecting guests?
Yes. My companions and I are here to see Father.
Hey. All right, then. I'll set the table for... She sort of counts through you all. My name is Hilda. If you need anything, I'll be here to help. It's wonderful to meet you all. I'll tell your father that you're waiting for him.
Thank you, Hilda.
Of course, dear. It's so good to see you. Good to have you back home.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
You have a lovely home.
Oh, it's not. It's not my. All right. And she turns around and walks there. Starts walking up
is
some
like-
stairs.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Oh, he was just like, kind of, as he spoke, gesturing to the whole dwarf thing, because it's indoors to him.
Right. Few moments go by before cresting the stairs. You all see gray-haired dwarf, thick hair, like sort of back behind his back, and thick iron and silver bands. His beard done very much the same way, tame, eye patch over his eye, coalescing into a dwarven rune for anyone that can read Dwarvish. Reads for honor. Not wearing his armor inside, but instead wearing just some nice, very, very nice blue and silver clothing with a nice blue and silver overcloak. And stepping down the stairs, you see that he has a prosthetic made of just a clockwork masterpiece of a bluish silver metal and gold. As he's stepping down, he walks up to the two of you, Melgrim and Gorham, looks at you, Gorham. You've gotten fat.
You've gotten older.
And just sort of gives you a hug. Hey, come here, boy. And he gives you a hug too, Melgrim. It's good to have you home. I haven't seen you in forever.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back, aye.
How are
Right,
things going, Father?
No. That we can speak business later. Introduce me to your friends.
All right. So I'll go through. One at a time. Like, this is Gondolin.
Hey. Shake his hand. Your hand is really cool.
Built it myself, thank you.
Oh, that's badass. Sick.
Up next is Milo.
Hey. Christ, they're tall. Milo. All right.
It's the armor.
He says, reaching down and shaking his hand.
That sounds very modest of you. Right?
Kaushik.
Hey, lovely lady. Nice to meet you. He
Pleased
kisses
to
your
meet you,
hand.
sir. I blush.
What is it?
This is Artyom.
Hey. He holds his hand out towards you, Artyom, and should you take it, he sort of like clasps your hand to his forearm. He says, sorry about the cold welcome. And we're on a bit of high alert around here. So, welcome.
Thank you.
And Crowley.
Crowley, pleasure.
A pleasure.
And then I'll go through and introduce Jeremiah and his folks, just to make it so you don't have to talk to yourself.
You forgot to introduce Melgrim. I'm just kidding.
Jeremiah gives an enthusiastic handshake. Madison's on decent behavior. She just
Yeah,
sort
good
of
job.
gives a little half bow, and he does the same back. He sort of looks up at Soul. He says, hey, a little bit fancier than my arm. But nice to meet you. Yes, all right. And it looks like a nasty hit. I'm talking to a Gariel. All right. Well, you've been traveling for a while, I guess. Let's get a meal in, shall we? Come on.
Nice. Sounds wonderful.
Hilda's setting up some plates, I'm sure. And he leads you into just this large dining hall, warm, like several different fireplaces roaring in here. So everyone have a seat. It's good to meet you all. Hi, Lord Garum Envrand. It's a pleasure to meet you. If my boys are your friends of my boys, and I suppose you're friends of mine, so come on in, have a seat, and feast we shall. Who's a drinker? Sounds of joy. Wonderful.
We did find a couple of drinkers.
Hey, Gorham, is there a good place for me to drop this?
Hey, put it right here, boy. Hilda can take care of that. She looks frail, but I promise you, she's stronger than you are.
We'll set the pack down and then step out of the armor as well, losing like 1.5 feet of height.
Hey, you weren't kidding. Holy. Wow.
It can also fly.
It's
The
pretty
armor,
cool.
I mean. Yeah.
It's got some nifty tricks.
That does sound nifty. Sounds useful as well.
I think so.
Come on. Hey. And he lifts himself into this high chair, probably higher than it needs to be, but he sits in. Come on in. He sits you down at this large stone table. There are some like appetizers already set out with some ales and whatnot, just waiting on you guys. So, tell me about you. What's been going on?
Where to start?
I suppose you found any news on Idol?
We tracked him down. Got a lead that he might be in Scairn.
Scairn.
Aye, that's why we're here. We're stopping over here for a time and then going up to Scairn.
Oh, you're just here for a short time then.
Fortunately.
Hey. Unfortunate indeed.
I brought Jeremiah and his crew here to help with the caravan situation. They're a good bunch. I told Grandfather, I don't know if he relayed the message.
Hey, that old coot stays in his hole. Doesn't come over here very much. He just snores. I hear it from here. So, but Build-A-Bear.
Oh!
Sort of gives Jeremiah and everyone an eye over. So, right, they're gonna help us out defend some caravans. Wonderful. You fought before. Just sort of goes back and forth with him. Jeremiah, of course, eager to answer. Yes, sir. We've just actually defended some caravans of our own, for the most part, against some bandits. Hey, all right. Calm down with the enthusiasm. Right, what else? All right. So, Scairn. It's a little bit north of here.
Aye, we had planned on going through the underground paths under the lake to get up there.
Hey, you be careful down there. It's where it's wherever you've been attacked in the past. Plus all the other nasties down there.
Aye. You know I don't fear them, Father.
Hey, doesn't mean you can't be safe.
Fair point. We will take the utmost caution, but we will find Idril, one way or the other. Our friend Kaushik here can scry on him, so we've been trying to keep track of him.
You can see him from afar.
I can.
It's a gift. It's pretty good. I like that.
It's useful, yeah.
Can you tell me where more Mithril is?
Where what? Mithril, like the
Like the metal?
rock or whatever metal, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Only people usually.
A little bit less useful. But
Yeah, sorry about that.
no worries. It's pretty good. So what's the last information you got on them via that then? All right, not everybody at once. Someone talk to me, jeez.
You got it, Kaushik? I believe he was underground somewhere.
I'm going to tell him about the last time I scried on Yidril, but I'm going to put more emphasis on the last time that I scried on Aelin. And I'll tell him like who Aelin is and about the run-in we had with Aelin. Sorry, I'm not doing it in character.
That's fine.
I'm not good at the improvisation, but I'll just go through the run-in that we had with Aelin, and then the last time I scried on him a few days ago, where he was and the situation that was going on.
Hey, Idril's getting a little bit of a following, it sounds like. That can't be good. Do you know for what?
What do you say?
Do you know for what?
Oh.
No. All right.
Not sure.
I think was it when we talked to that seeker all the way back in Sharn. That's like he's doing like insurrection kind of shit. like causing people to like cause problems for their own governments. I think I'm saying that. Let me double check.
Interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like he's just trying to get like the people to
Riled
follow,
up.
like, want yeah, like that. I'm looking for Secret Katya in my fucking notes. There it is.
I do know that he has Aelin specifically
Yeah.
trying to find information on us and on Gorham.
Yeah, seems to be riling people up, possibly for some kind of like revolution up in the north, maybe in the principalities.
The principalities.
Like in that, like, because like they're scared, and I guess maybe
Lazar.
Right, that's
between
in
Lazar, yeah, the Lazar principalities, maybe.
right,
Or,
but they're not
yeah.
really. It's not really something. It's interesting. I don't know.
or what are those? What are the mountains? These are Ironroot. The Hoarfrost mountains on the other side, like in
Right.
in the, I guess anywhere between the Hoarfrost and the coast, perhaps. They weren't super sure where all his activity had been, but like just northerly. I doubt he's been in the mountains. Y'all would have known about that.
Well, he has been.
Well,
We know that.
I mean, like in your towns, I guess he's not like riling up your folks. I doubt. I
right.
don't think they would like him very much.
No. No.
Exactly. Like he could try it. It would go very well. I don't think.
Interesting.
It occurs to me if Aelin is down in these tunnels and he's with these days. Do you know what's been attacking our caravans? Has it been things that like skitter around in the dark? Like big spider things? I don't know.
I think we fought some big spiders before. There's all sorts of things underground.
Oh, shit. Well, I guess
If you're
some of
talking
them
about
will
what's
burn.
attacking the caravans recently, then
Mhm.
or things that we know of, no, they seem to be people.
Oh. I don't know. Just if he's down there, then like look over at Jeremiah like, you lot be careful of the really kind of plain looking dude who has a weird like gray arm thing going on. Bad news.
All right.
Don't-
Okay. Yeah. Plain dude with an arm thing. All right.
I don't know. I describe him as best I can. What Aelin, he looks
He's
just
a
kind of
half
like
elf.
he's very good at being a spy because he just blends in.
He
Unfortunately,
got brown hair, I think.
kind of
Kinda
like
crazy.
his job. Yeah, he is kind of crazy. It sounds like now he's kind of little bunkers.
I don't imagine there's a lot of traffic on these underground roads, right? So if you see someone, it's probably and they're not in a caravan, it's probably bad news, right? Or are they very populated with traffic?
Depends on where you're going. The mines are full of dwarves in and out all day, depending on which one you go through. And the time,
Well, if you don't,
time of day.
do you have very many non-dwarven workers down there?
Not many, no.
Yeah. See, if you should probably anyone who's not a dwarf, should probably be a dead giveaway that they could be under suspicion.
Of course. Of course. Right? It's probably
Also,
meant for you. He talks to Jeremiah.
You're right. That's who I was talking to.
Yeah.
Between those. And Milo, tell me about the moon thing. I don't know if that's relevant to anything that's been going on here.
There's been strange activity with multiple moons, odd colors. Kashik is more familiar with the red moons, blood moons. We also saw one that had a purple tinge to it. All very strange. We're trying to
That
get
was
more
a
information
star.
on it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
that
that
was
was
a
just
star?
in the sky. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was just like a star or something.
Cosmic entities. Lots of strange behavior.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really pay attention to the sky very much. So, sure. Not I guess I can have someone keep an eye out for it, but I don't know.
I kind of mean that it's like a building. They're going to do something with this event. So
Oh, gotcha. Understood.
Right.
All right.
So we usually in the Church of the Blood of All, where Geetra comes from, we usually have please stop, Silas. We usually have major events that
Blood of all. How do you know he comes from Blood of All?
Offshoot.
A long sordid history when it comes to Idril. But during these blood moon events, we hold ceremonies that we
Wait,
draw
wait.
power from.
You know Idril.
I do.
How do you know?
Gorm, have you not spoken to him about this yet?
I have not spoken to Father since I left.
Glancing over to him, Dick.
You're not the only one with a bone to pick with him.
Right.
I can't imagine as much, but it sounds like you know him. You know he's with
I do.
Blood of All.
Right. I was raised by Idril. He took me from my family, raised me as his child, and I found out that it was a lie, and so I left. It's a long and complicated story that I am more than willing to share with you at another time, but right now the most important part of this is that he will potentially be able to draw a lot of power from a cosmic event such as these multiple blood moons, so it is something to keep in mind and perhaps be maybe a little more on guard for, a bit worried about at least.
He doesn't really respond to you, but sort of raises an eyebrow at Gorham and Melgrim, and then right.
I know that may make you a little wary of me, but trust me, I have just as much, if not more, of a reason to want him to be taken down as you all.
She wants Idol dead as much as we do. I trust her.
And I trust her too. She's saved my skin a time or two.
Koshik,
Saved your life.
make a persuasion check, and I am gonna say it's gonna be a straight roll. Disadvantage because of the circumstance, advantage because the doors have backed you up. So straight roll for persuasion.
Inspiration.
Big money.
What's inspiration? What does inspiration do?
Should make it an even roll.
Whoa.
Did I?
That'd
Something
be a
happened.
It is even already.
Plus a D10 on top of your persuasion roll.
Okay, so I rolled a 12 plus 7 is 19, and then I can roll the d10 to add to it, you said?
Yeah.
D10 roll.
Just channel like what's it like
So
to be Crowley.
it's a 3, so that'd be 19, 20, 22.
Okay. All right. Very well.
Trust me, these guys, and I'm going to put my hand on Milgram and Gorham, lower, are more family to me than Yedril ever was or ever could be.
Right then. Well. Very well. Hilda starts bringing in some food. All right, some food for us all then. Anyways. So what else do we have? So you're going to scanner to, and I guess, suppose investigate. Right, reason for us is for something. We got to be looking out for you said a half elf.
I believe he was a half elf with he had brown, like shoulder-ish length hair. I don't remember exactly what he looks like, Jones. I'm pretty sure that's what he looks like. It's one picture in my head.
Okay.
Slightly handsome, but not handsome enough for me to be interested.
Right then, well. Very well.
While he's still kind of going back and forth, I kind of want to lean over to Melgrim and be like, "Hey, do you think your wife knows you're here yet?"
She probably does.
Okay, just checking.
With all the drawers we've passed.
Do you think she'll make a scene in the middle of dinner? Maybe, I don't know. I'm a little concerned. The longer it goes on, the more tense.
We'll see.
Okay, just check. Okay, thumbs up.
Thank you for your concern. I will.
No worries.
Yes.
I can only do so much if she's pissed though. So good luck.
I will just have a little bit of a fight, and yeah, we always make it up. Our
Tell
love
me.
is eternal.
Okay. It's like surreptitious thumbs up.
It's one of those.
Perhaps.
Okay. Anyways, all right. He seems just like a little bit caught off guard by that bit of information, so he's trying to get back on track. Right. So, all right. Well, how long you here for then?
Well, probably leave whenever the dwarves want, but I wouldn't imagine a terrible long time.
Hey, we've wasted it. Well, not wasted, but we got sidetracked for a few weeks. Don't want the trail to go any colder than it already is.
Right, that makes sense. What you been doing?
Oh, you know, witness Oriat fought a fucking demon. It is what it is.
It's been a wild ride.
It's been a very wild ride, yes.
Sounds like it.
Okay. There's a whole lot wrong in this world, fortunately.
Right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to pull up my fucking notes, and they are giving me so much troubles right now.
It occurs to me, do we know if there are any members of the Goshkala up this way?
Give me a history check.
Oh shit! I didn't know if Kortahagra had told us if there were any up here, like in
Check
the
your
north.
history.
14. That's actually
14.
pretty good. In the double
Yeah.
digits. Let's go.
Not that you're aware of.
Okay. I couldn't remember if she told us if there were any up this way, so I'm just curious.
No, she never said.
I was gonna try and style on him and be like, oh, well, I've got a huge bonus to knowledge history, and then I rolled a 4.
Ha! You know less than I do.
Plus 8, but yeah.
That's still a
Less
12
than you
versus
do.
a 14.
Right. So, lots of stuff been going on. Got sidetracked, but on the path to Scarin, going to stay here for an indeterminate amount of time.
I mean, at least one night, right? Because we need you said you're big to like make us mist and go fast, right? You can't do that today, Artyom.
No, I can't do that today. I'll have to do it sometime tomorrow.
Okay, so at least
I think it'd be nice for the dwarves to have some time at home, right?
It's just a quick question. Is it wrong that we keep calling them the dwarves in a dwarven city?
I
It
think
seems
so.
kind
The-
of...
the brothers.
Yeah, the brothers, the Edwin.
Eberron,
Oh, is that not okay to
And-
say?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be... I don't want to cause any offense.
It is actually kind of hard to say your last name with my accent.
Andrew.
Andrew. I don't know. Melgrim
I
and
said the
Gorm.
guys. It'd be nice
The
for the guys to
fellas.
have some time at home,
The
right?
dudes. The bros.
Hey, well, I want to see grandfather before I leave at least, and I know Melgrim's got to go see his wife.
You haven't seen Madeline yet.
I have not. We came straight here, and I need. I know, Father. I know.
Malcolm, you should probably go.
He's gonna
If
be
I'm
in the
being
forge for
honest.
this.
Visible concern on Milo's face, like,
Sure, it's
Is
fine.
is something the matter?
Oh no, not yet.
Isn't she like a powerful sorceress? You said, Melgrim.
Melgrim, we're gonna
She'll
need you
string
in
you
one
up by your
piece.
beard.
concern intensifies.
Do you need me to get you another mount?
You may need to get a new Melgrim after this.
Uh-oh.
I brought you back
yes,
once, I can do it again, maybe.
Got a healing potion left. Do you need
Does
it?
she like animals? You could be like, look what I found. Here, little, it's
Oh
fang.
yes, you'll love that.
Yeah, and she'll be like diverted, because he's cute, and as long as he doesn't spit in the acid at things.
The only thing that would be diverted is the little bit of damage that Melgrom's gonna take.
Oh, don't do that then. He would
What,
die.
Should I
What
cast a
fragrance do
death ward?
dwarven women like?
Or Madeline
Yes.
specifically.
Smell of another dwarf?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those on Melgrim.
Make
Let's put that down.
Melgrim smell more like Melgrim.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do anything about that.
Amplify stench.
Dwarf noir.
Scent of rock and stone.
Rock
and stone.
Oh shit. Well, should you maybe go like now?
That's what I'm
The
thinking.
longer you wait, the worse it'll be.
And you might want to handle that when we're not around.
That's
Yeah,
good. Well,
Save your dignity.
not Melgrim, Gorm, you may want to be like on hand. You may have to like, hit them with the the hands that like heal. You lay on hands. You may need to.
She's not gonna do that.
You may need to perform some emergency healing.
I'll reach up on the staff and just kind of pluck Barrick off of it and just toss him to him. You know the drill.
Oh Lord, are you serious?
I guess with as much time as Barrick's been with Melgrim this whole journey, he'll probably just goes, okay, going into the beard.
Right.
Did you say food had or had not been served yet?
Yeah, it's made its way to the table now.
Milo is going to just divorce himself from the conversation by cramming food into his face.
It is overwhelmingly spicy.
What are there booze accompanying this food?
There is.
Spice booze.
It is also overwhelmingly spicy.
This is really good.
Do they have any
Apparently-
plain bread?
Apparently, Milo really, really likes Norton.
Fucking tears streaming down face. This
Wait,
is
let me roll
Yeah.
for it too.
Just
Melgrim will grab a bite
Just
or two.
pouring tears
15.
while he's cramming it into his face as fast as he can.
Oh my god, this is. Oh.
You never have a stuffy nose in this place ever.
Oh.
And
Kasha
gonna
grew
drink
up on. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Melgrim's gonna grab a few bites from the plate, chug down a drink, and all right, yeah, let me go. Yeah, off the metal.
Is the lighting in here dim in the holds?
Inside, yeah, but like inside this room, no. They have like several fireplaces roaring, but outside, sure.
I didn't know if Melgrim was gonna be able to like flap over there real fast.
It's not a far walk.
I mean, you might be able to at least scope out the situation before arriving if she doesn't recognize you. So if you want to go as a bat, it might give you a little bit of an advantage. Just a suggestion is all.
Thanks for your suggestions. I will be all right.
You just look over at Garum and he's just shaking his head no.
Full thumbs up on the set. You got this. It's like it'll be great.
And
Pat him on the shoulder.
if everything ends up okay, you can just release Barrick and he'll come back to me. Don't hurt him unless you need to. I mean, if things go good, I really don't want Barrick to be hanging out in your beard. You know?
He probably wouldn't want to be there either. All right, yeah, I mean, God.
Table
don't
manners.
Kill me
This
for
man
putting
does
the
not want to go.
Crowley's
Go
gonna
get
pat
it
him.
over with, lad.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat Melgrim on the shoulder. Inspiration.
Okay.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. Death ward. I'm just kidding.
All right,
I'm gonna
Melgrim.
pat him on the shoulder. Smite.
Wham!
Handled it for her.
Melgrim takes off.
Question. Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No. I was
I
just
was
gonna say
gonna say-
Melgrim taken off from the table.
How are Jeremiah and company handling the spicy food?
Let's see, Jeremiah. Jeremiah's okay. Madison's okay, and a Gary. I roll a natural one for a Gariel. 17, 16, natural one, and of course, Soul doesn't eat. Jeremiah and Madison are like runny nosed and like runny eyed, but they're doing okay with it. Agariel is like takes his hair and sort of fluffs it over his entire face and is just like sitting there. And anybody who's paying attention is just sort of like he's grabbing the table and not moving very much.
Does Kaushik notice this?
Yeah, with your high percent passive,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna like reach into the bag of holding and then like just if I can incognito slip him a granola bar so he'll have something to eat that won't hurt him. I'm gonna try to do that. Like some
Give me a
kind
sleight of hand
ration.
check.
Okay. I rolled an 18. I don't know what my plus is.
Ooh, very nice.
Plus
He's-
2, so
he-
20, 30, 20.
He's assisting you, and he did pretty well himself as a rogue. So quickly, granola bar, wordlessly takes it, and you see like Build-A-Bear. You see like the granola bar go up into the hair where his mouth may or may not be located.
Just trying to help my little buddy out.
So, but Madison and Jeremiah are doing okay with it. Gorham, it's very good food. Tear.
Trading elf food in the dwarven lands at a dwarven table. That's rough.
Food. It's just food. Kaushik is.
Granola.
She's also shoveling it down, actively sweating. Like her body is drenched in sweat, but she's enjoying it because as I said in the chat, Kaushik grew up on water soup, so she loves food no matter what it is.
Hard life.
Philo just
Usual
has a
household.
inexplicable love that the dice have decided he really likes dwarven food, so he's probably like becoming a honestly concerning shade of purple as he is just as rapidly as he can shoving food into his face.
Build-A-Bear.
We love food.
Just these
Turtle confirms.
two pasty humans over here suffering in bliss.
Father, what is Derek up to these days?
I sent him off. I know you said you brought me some help. I appreciate it, but I sent him also out to go talk to some people. We'll see what he's able to bring back. But, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. People are getting skittish around the mines. They're getting worried that we can't take care of them. So it's a problem we need to solve pretty quickly, and I'm sure that Jeremiah and the rest will be able to help, but we're gonna need more hands. It's no offense to you, it's just a matter of the case.
Is this
Aye.
something we need to try and take care of while we're here? Or on the way to Idro?
We were going down. We could try swing by there. See what
Bonk
we
with
can do.
whatever needs bonking.
Yeah,
It's kind of what we're good at.
we've killed lots of things. Absolutely.
Large numbers. And large physically, all
Right.
across the board.
But on the same hand, I appreciate that. And if you're going that way anyway, by all means. But also, I don't want to let Yidrill's trail go cold. So either way.
We'll find him, no matter where he is. So.
Do you have like a map of these tunnels we could use and maybe mark where you might have known of caravans to have problems at along these tunnels?
I could get you some, yeah.
It might be worth it if we're going to travel normally through the most dangerous areas before zooming on through.
Right, well, the most of the problem is they're coming out of parts that we don't go to. So we'll follow a vein of minerals down and then get attacked from a side, some crevice. So it's not always, it's never face to face. It's an ambush every time. And they're coming out of somewhere. So I can give you a map of our tunnels. Granted, it'll be ours, not Umbronen's, not anyone else's around here. Don't keep track of theirs. That's their business, not mine.
Do your tunnels collide with each other? Is it an often occurrence?
Yeah, sometimes. Not often, but sometimes, yeah. Luckily, we just share with the Mornings over here, so most of our run-ins are friendly. I can't say the same for other clans.
Nah. Okay.
Your friend had to go to the bathroom, I
Oh,
see.
there he is.
I just didn't. I didn't know if, you know, if we had the more localized area, that might be the best chances for us to get ambushed on something juicy or something like that. It could be worth it to set a trap for an ambush.
I'll be honest with you. I've looked over them myself, trying to find some sort of pattern. Can't find one.
Yeah.
But
Okay. No
So
insult
if
to
you
your
can- I'm not-
intelligence.
I'm smart, but you know, things could change. You might be able to see something that I can't. You know, double the eyes and all.
It's there.
Well, more drinks all around if we're going to be here in a dwarven hold for the night. I don't think we should do it sober, right?
Of course not, but probably before you get too sauced. That's what we say down here in the holds.
Wondered where that came from.
Right here. I know the guy that came up with the phrase.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
I heard some dwarves say these things get spicy. It's when things get too spicy.
What's a
But I
spicy?
don't. It's hot food, but flavored with. Don't worry about it.
No clue. Should probably. Hey, the booze is getting to me already. You should probably go say hello to your grandfather. Wake him up. He'll.
That sounds like
And-
a good idea.
Also, your uncle Gurum, your cousin Gorem, all of them. It's been a while since you've been around, all right?
All right, I'll make the rounds.
Go see Kara. All of them. Right.
It's just fucking Archim just sitting there mentally. It's just dwarven pub crawl, dwarven pub crawl, dwarven pub crawl.
What
Are
time
you
was
saying
it
that
when
in the
we
mental
got
wink?
here?
It was
Like
like
Malcolm's here, it's like, oh, them fuckers.
5.
So it's like okay, so it's like early afternoon, early mid afternoon. Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock right here.
Mm-hmm.
In the holds, hell yeah.
If you're actually saying that in the Dwarven pub crawl, Malcolm will say, yeah, you should check out the Morris Brold Brews. It's a pretty good bar right here.
Are you? Oh, I forgot about the. You're okay?
He's still walking in the moment.
It's
Still
so
working at the moment.
You can get ambushed at any moment, from what I understand.
Melgrim should have been there long ago, but his path.
Fucking real.
Yeah.
I missed this rock. I'm gonna visit this rock for a minute before I keep walking on.
Saying hello to cousins I see, like, oh, hi.
Is there anything else anybody would like to speak to Garum about over dinner before we pan our camera away to Melgrim?
Yeah, out over dinner.
Yeah. When we get sauced later on, sure.
Okay.
Pan the camera.
Pan the camera, pan the camera.
We
Why is
zoom our
this on
camera
table?
a total of 60 feet as Melgrim walks very slowly towards his home. Not far from here. I live right across. After everything happened and Garum took you in, and you and Matilda, not you and Matilda, Jesus, you and Madeline moved here. Matilda's back at Flamekeep. Too many M names. You and Madeline moved over here, so you're not far. You see your home. Standing strong and everlasting there. You don't see any movement outside. What would you like to do?
Going on in.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Oh, yeah.
You walk in, look around. You don't see anybody. Sort of in like a sitting area right now.
I will call out. Oh, I'm gonna die. Maddie. Maddie, are you there?
Make a wisdom saving throw, Melgrim.
Ooh, 15.
15? You're calling out. You go to call out a second time. Madia! Words just sort of lock up in your throat. You're frozen in place. From right behind you, just like grunt. What's your AC, Milgram?
17.
You got a natural 18 at advantage. You take a point of bludgeoning damage as you get socked in the backside of your ribs like a kidney punch. Right into the ribs. And then just coming around into your view, Madeline there, blonde hair tied back, and her mutton chops down the side of her face. And not a face of anger, but just like sad. Waves her hand, you can get your control of your muscles again.
At this point, tears are going to start streaming down his face. I know. I really messed up this time.
You don't know. You don't know anything. You haven't been around to know nothing. You haven't talked to me about nothing. You go off with your brother. You tell me nothing. You didn't tell me a single thing. Not a single thing. How many months now? Shut up.
Otto.
Come here. She brings you in very close. You get another punch in the ribs. And kiss on the forehead, kiss on the like beard. Kiss on your nose. Don't ever do that again. I've been so worried.
And
Say
for good
something
reason.
now. Yeah, for a good reason. You don't have to tell me. I'm a very reasonable person.
I know you are. That's why I fell in love with you in the first place. I left the sending stone, didn't I? And he's gonna produce a rock. It looks very similar to the sending stone he was supposed to bring.
She goes, I left the sending stone, didn't I? You fucking think?
Yep. I know it's not worth much, but did you get the letter from Moonwatch? Did that ever arrive? I see.
I forgot the sending stone, didn't I?
He's going to bring out the bracelet.
Oh, now you're gonna bribe me then. That's what this is, a bribe.
This is not a bribe.
No, I'm sure it isn't.
It's not. I saw it, and it reminded me of you. Reminded me of your favorite colors. Your gorgeous eyes. Then he's going to proceed to synapse everything that has happened on the journey. From the literal Melgrim dying, being brought back, to him getting so focused on the fact that in the beginning they were literally chasing down people that were kidnapping. And he couldn't have imagined how he would feel if his kids were the same. He knows these are terrible excuses, or not excuses, but just, Maddie, this world out there, outside the walls, it's messed up.
It's terrible.
He's also going to tell all the stuff about Zoriat, the plane, where the plane is potentially going to be intersecting with ours, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I know I need to help these friends of mine that I've found stop the end of the world, but we're gonna need a lot more help than just us. And I don't want to be away from you that long anymore.
I know you meant for great things, Malcolm. I do. I knew that when I took your hand. That doesn't mean you leave me on ice for 2 months. I mean more than that.
You do.
Your children mean more than that. You got swept up in some things, and that's okay. Sounds like you've been through a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
Now, which friends
Seems
lets you
like-
die? Because I have a nice words to say to them.
Honestly, that one's on me, on me and my ego. I push myself way past my own means so that Milo, who was sick at the time, would not die. I was foolish, and exhausted.
You were brave. That's all I'm hearing.
That he's going to embrace Madeline. Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Just pulls you in tight and like squeezes the life out of you. About this
Oh
point.
no, he's dead. Sorry.
About this point, you hear the front door. Couple of footsteps behind you all as you turn around. See a younger dwarven male and a younger dwarven female behind you. Jocelyn is. You're looking at your kids' names?
Maybe, yeah. It's like, shit, Jocelyn and... Yeah.
Jocelyn and
Who
what?
are you people?
Mal, but also...
Uh-oh.
Scheisse.
The tension is high.
No worries, guys. Jakob had the same trouble in our Ghost of Saltmarsh
He
campaign, which you
did.
can check out on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So did Julian. There's been a lot of familial...
This is true.
a lot of struggles with family. Be like that sometimes, you know.
When the door opens and his children flap in, Barrett's gonna take that opportunity to not get nearly squeezed to death again and just sort of flitter out the door.
Okay. Can you roll a stealth check for Barrick for me, please?
Oh
getting
no,
a
Barrick!
message
No.
that says Malgramal.
Like, Malgramal, Mel, Alvin, of course. Yes.
I can, but I think Barrick would just, as fast as he can, just get out as quickly as possible.
I rolled a natural 1 for a perception check, so they're currently preoccupied.
Alright, cool.
Jocelyn being the first to see you running up, and you just hear Papa, and gives you like a big hug to Mel right behind her, and it's just big happy family reunion right here in Melgrum, the Melgrum residence. Mel sits there asking you what you've been doing and whatnot. Like, tell me all the stories. Tell me all the stories. You got to tell me everything, right?
And I do. In painstakingly excruciating detail. There we go.
Just get looks of concern from Jocelyn and just a curiosity and just like a bunch of whoa from Mel, a whole bunch. Eventually, all the storytelling and stuff is done. Madeline says, well, all right then. I know a couple of people have been wanting to see you as well around here. You've seen Garum? Have you?
Yeah.
All right, it's good. Gorham's okay as well.
Yes.
All right. You want to go get the beer together? Big family beer.
Of course.
All right.
And he's going to produce the 4 Moonwatch beer steins.
Hell yeah, memorabilia, baby!
Cute!
Hey!
The family Steins. Look at go.
What is a moonwatch?
That's the
The
idea.
town very far away from here. The town where we... Friends and I got pretty hammered and looked at stars. Very weird experience. Been most of my life down in here, but yeah, it's interesting.
All right, well. Friends. Or Jocelyn. Yeah. Mel, find a friend to stay with tonight. All right, let's go. And she like loops up your arm and
Oh.
walks out the front door with you. As we pan out over the roar holds, dwarves walking over bridges, elevators going up and down, the large and imposing Anvern hold right across from Rournan hold, this busy place down here. A lot of things to explore or left unexplored. That's where we're in tonight's session. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for playing with me. I had a blast. Thank you. I know we've been waiting to get here for a hot minute now, so we are now here. So let's see how it goes. But before we do get out of here, make sure, thank you for that in chat, Hydra, make sure you check out our charity run that we are running right now for the crisis currently going on in Ukraine. We're raising money for the International Medical Corps. However, there are lots of really good causes out there dealing with this. Just do your research. Make sure you do a good one. We've put this one out there. They're providing some medical and mental health help on that front. So go check them out. I strongly encourage you to go donate, and for a lot of people that need help right now. But yes, we are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Monday and Saturday. On Mondays, we do the Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign, ran by our friend right over here, Mr. Gandalwin / at Fear DOA / Ian runs God runs that campaign for us. That's on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Saturdays we do this, the Across Eberron campaign. That sign, I just realized the sign. You'll see our schedule that Kaushik is currently holding up right over there. On Saturdays we do this, Across Eberron, Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check us out. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a follow, a like, a subscribe. All of that stuff really helps the algorithm find us. If you liked today's show, we're going to be doing a whole lot more of it until I kill these guys, at least. So check us out. We have all of the previous episodes uploaded on YouTube. We're on TikTok and all that stuff as well. So until next time, though, much love.